It's a very accelerated 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello, welcome back to the Sprawl. Insert, that sting from the Cyberpunk trailer. Before we go anywhere, I would like to thank our patrons like Adam DeHarp, Aga Comics, Akazi, Margaret Time, Black G, Carlos Dragon, Ferris, Jeremy Vasquez, John LaFay, Jonathan Sandoval, Legendary Boss Hunter, Liam Kessler, Regent Raptor, Rise of Kenji, Rogue Robin, Trevor, Sean Pryor, some guy named Bob 723, and Varen the Crow. If you'd like to do us, see us, once you see us do more, Jesus. Consider supporting us on Patreon. Thank you for your support, everybody.
Thank you.
Had a can pop today.
Yeah, I finished my vodka and crayon, so I'm filling up my glass with a Mountain Dew Zero Sugar Spark. These Zero Sugar things are actually getting pretty good, actually.
Interesting. Well, that's a terrible shame, because Dallas was going to be my first pivot, but he has to answer the door. Let's assume for some kind of dash-based food. In the meantime, chat, I will stroke my new box of dice into the...
Actually, let me scroll up so people can actually see these on the video if they ever effing look. No, Omega actually got new dice that he's going to use on store card, and they're going to kill us all.
I like hopefully we survive, but hey.
Hopefully.
They're made of zinc, and they're black and green, and so I thought to myself, hey, let's get me something a little... So this came in a little plastic case. Which the top of the case is also padded. You can see it in the shot. So I have a built-in roll tray, which is good because these fuckers are all metal and they are loud. But I will not use them today because I do not need dice. I'm your MC. I do not require the dice. Okay, so we'll briefly recap while Dallas is away. Basically, last time you guys did all your legwork on the Crypt Job. You were told to go get a cryogenic storage box. Definitely doesn't have a person in it. And put it in a car and take it somewhere.
Oh, how innocent we were for like that.
So, to accomplish this, you guys borrowed a Suzuki Security model, basically field ambulance, an APC with an ambulance conversion, the Konohana model, and did your background research. At the very last minute, Metatron had a brain blast. And managed to figure out likely who is in the box, which is, her name was Angelina Medina, goes by the handle Angie on the Matrix, a SimSense influencer who records the SimSense, which is, simulated sensation. It's, like full dive VR entertainment experience playback bullshit. The usual mass media drug of the cyberpunk future. Anyway, she went to the Gates of Babylon, the private hangout club for the Sapphires gang, and got super smashed, got giga crunk on love, which is spelled with a 4. So you guys figured that out, went to pick her up. You learned that there was a little something extra in the package, which is her producer and editor, Farouk Brooks, was there as well, and you were like, fuck it, we'll take him too. You put the crate in the back and all the stuff, but where we last left off was Metatron picked up her hollow phone, her H phone, and was like, hey, why is this on?
Why is someone in there?
Why is this thing broadcasting? What's happening? The lady who owns this phone is inside a electronically sealed box in a cryogenic coma. She cannot use her phone right now. What the fuck? So you guys get up and go.
I don't remember. I don't think it's jacking in is the term. What was the
term?
It is.
Okay, that's the move. Sprawl? Jack in.
Okay.
It is jack in.
So Metatron was about to jack in. I think I remember Odin's basically yelling at Squirrel to drive hard, drive smart, and keep going unless it's life or death.
Drive smart. So you're the mom friend. Got it.
No, because if we crash this, we have to pay for it.
Yeah.
That's a later problem.
That's a problem for future Dallas.
That's the difference. That's the difference between Odin and Metatron. Metatron is like, that's a future me problem. Odin is like, I have projected the budget for the next 6 months. We will not crash this vehicle. It will be very expensive. We will get murdered.
Also, I think it's very appropriate that my character... Well,
Yeah. Else, your character? You cut off.
Oh, I was gonna say, has an interesting relationship with money.
Very true.
It's kind of meaningless.
So,
I haven't gotten into that part of my backstory, but
Squirrel,
it'll make
is
more
jacked
sense.
into the vehicle. Pedal to the metal, throw the gear shift in. The sound system blares. I did all the work on it. So what's on the radio?
Oh, do we want? Let's see.
I think
actually,
the
no,
Eurobeat.
I'm about to say it's Squirrel. Squirrel's driver gets radio.
Yeah, Eurobeat.
So it's 94.5 Neonlicht House.
I mean, if we didn't change it, it was still DMX.
That was somebody's personal media.
That's 98, or that's 98.1, the OG.
No, it's personal media.
I probably do play DMX on there.
Yeah, no,
but no, Eurobeat, Deja Blue. We kick into gear. So somebody is jacking into the Matrix.
Yup. I believe I have to roll something with that.
Yes, you are logging in. Go ahead and please roll synth to log in.
No, I think I rolled something else. I think let me bring my character sheet up.
Matrix.
Double check if you got anything, but log in is the core move for Matrix.
Let me open. I can get the Matrix.
Yeah, I think
I'm
I will
looking at
do
the sheet.
tech, and I'll just pick like gunsmith and pick another move so I can get medic, so I can just keep doing on what I'm doing.
You probably
Why do I
keep the
even
one. You
bother?
probably keep the sort of like why you're hard to kill, but yeah.
I got a 5.
Oh, no.
I picked 2, but you are.
I rolled a 3.
Oh no.
Okay.
I
Why
guess
do
you
I
lose
even bother?
I guess you lose my bonus now. Actually,
that's right.
I guess.
Well,
I can't
also
help
he's
you.
not doing anything that's related to it, so. But all right.
Correct.
Let's establish a little bit about what we're going for here. So, you guys are plugging into positions, getting ready. Squirrel's peeling out of the back lot of the Gates of Babylon. Metatron, jumps in the seat for the onboard network specialist.
Oh, I
Goes
also
to
have to
the cyber
roll.
deck.
I do have to roll something else.
Which one?
Console Cowboy. It's just to gain hold.
Yeah.
I roll mind. It's the move I took from Hacker.
Yeah.
Hack.
Okay, that works, of course. I gain 2 hold. Or no, 3 hold.
Okay. That's pretty good. So you're. I have an explanation for this because the console cowboy, rolling mine like that is you're good at this, but the system you're interfering with is weird. So you're taking a dive though. You plug into the system. The world fades away around you as you enter the Matrix. The PlayStation 2 startup sound plays as you fall through logic gates, and where you first land is your office. And I'd like you to describe that to me in just a second, but. What you see outside of your office space, basically your home network in your cyber deck, is basically outside your window. You are on a kubune, a traditional Japanese boat. There's a large statue of a divinity outside. You can see the wireframe lines of your associates in the back of this thing, kind of as like rough constructs for. Claymore and Squirrel, because they're directly plugged in via neural interface, they are very clean wire interfaces. You even see like their little picture and their little like ID over their head because they're logged into the same network that you're sharing, that your cyber deck is also plugged in. Odin and that producer guy, Brooks, are much like sketchier outlines. You just don't see them out there. And just imagine it's got like Squirrel's on the tiller in the back and there's like a stylized version of a ballista or something that
which is
Claymore
very
is plugged
interesting
into.
because my home office is actually out. My home base, quote unquote, is outdoors in a very New Orleans style kind of like dock bayou kind of area.
Bayou.
Yeah. So it's a little surreal because there's like windows and doors floating in this space, but you're out there on the bayou. You can see outside, even further beyond the network of the APC you're in. You see the network of the canyons. which is basically an ocean of blue screen. You can see the network for the Gates of Babylon fading behind you. You see other like clusters of networks like islands, and in the far distance, there's just a gleaming neon wall 100 stories tall. That's the actual Matrix network of Bay City, but you're still a little ways away from. In your hand, in your office, you have the digital representation of Angie's holophone, which you are also jacked into. It's plugged into your cyber deck. It is basically like what representational object would represent the phone? I mean, it's Dallas' cyber deck. So what does Metatron visualize the phone as?
I mean, if it's a phone, it'd probably just be like a pretty sleek, like. I don't know what that would be in my. It's probably just a phone.
Okay.
I don't really have anything in the theming because I have a theme going for my thing.
Yeah.
But
It's a ball of string. That's what it is. I don't know. I'm yelling shit now.
It'd probably be very cartoonish looking and exaggerated.
Yeah, so you've got a big cartoony rotary phone, and attached to it is a Rolodex that represents the file index. But as you're and this kind of, you know, because I still have to actually pick my 2 from you failing to log into the system.
And I get stuff I can do.
What does trace? Okay. So long as the stealth rating exceeds the system's trace. So I will take passive trace plus 1 trace. What's your stealth rating on this cyber?
3.
Okay, so you're still good.
Yay.
All of my things are related to stealth.
And I think the most active is your access is restricted. So long as your access is still restricted, you take -1 on going to Matrix moves in this system.
Okay.
Because what you see when you go to start flicking through that Rolodex, you lean in, and a little mouse leans out of the Rolodex and bites your finger.
Can I identify that as a person?
Yeah, there's not really a role for that. We can say, yeah, that's clearly the presence of another person inside the phone system.
Are there any identifying features of the mouse, or is it just a mouse?
It looks like it's just like, you know, a little mouse.
Okay.
It kind of like after it bites you, it goes back into the Rolodex.
Hold on, I have to look up something that I forgot to I also do. Why are these roles so complicated?
Because it's cyberpunk and there's hacking.
What is alert? Do you have a alert?
No,
I have alert on mine.
The alert.
When you successfully assess, you get extra.
Okay.
Yeah,
I see alert. When you successfully assess in the Matrix, choose 1 extra option. So you can roll
it's
assess.
only when I assess. Got it.
Yeah.
I am actually going to assess.
All right, you're going to try and figure out what's going on here. Okay.
Yes.
That's not a Matrix move, so you don't get +1 ongoing. Roll edge.
No. I roll synth.
You roll synth. You do have cyber comms. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. All right, that's 10.
All right. So I think that means you get 4 because alert. Yeah.
Okay.
So yes, you can add. You gain 4 hold. You can spend off the assess list.
Okay, assess list. Okay, what is the largest threat to me right now?
The biggest threat in this situation, your biggest threat, no, it probably is whoever that mouse represents. There is another active hacker in the Rolodex of this phone, which also means somebody is remote accessing this phone's network, which means they are now effectively remote accessing your network. So you're kind of sort of in a hacker duel right now.
Okay,
They don't really seem to be doing anything against you, but They're
what
projected into the Matrix,
is
so.
what is something I did not notice? I think that's one of them.
What do you
have
notice
a-
despite an
I-
effort to conceal it?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to get the Sprawl handbook because somehow I don't have that anymore.
Check the do you have the MC sheets? I shared that.
Yeah, I have the playbook.
Well, the
No, there's
MC
a separate thing
sheet.
called the playbook, PDF, and then the MC sheet.
Wrong
I don't
tab
have
because
the other
people won't
two.
shut the fuck up today. I should be glad people are excited about the new event, but they didn't watch Let's Talk FGO, so a mer upon your house.
Oh shit! I have to start that.
There you go.
Start it when you have not.
But yeah, okay.
Yeah, I have school stuff. So
No, yeah. So, what do you notice
okay.
despite an effort to conceal it?
yeah, that one definitely.
Let's see. What is being? I'll say, it's the Matrix. Everything's a little like subjective in virtual reality. You can. I'm trying to think of what's the best visual representation. As you like look at the phone and the Rolodex, you see a little mouse hole in like the back of the rotary phone sitting on your virtual desk. You realize this person is obviously not literally on this phone. They are remote accessing it from somewhere. So just like they're plugged into you, you know that even though they're concealing it very well, they have like a wireless connection back to wherever they are.
Okay, so I do have a question because this is very hard to like know. What move do I take to act against another presence?
Uh,
Well, I've been looking at
like an
this.
ice move?
Like, I think
Like,
you have
is
to.
it
I think you have to activate a routine because there's a lot of like moves in here. Like the root moves has a move that is severe all external logged in, server all internal logins, or both. And I believe you can activate that by there's a move.
So yeah, you would do, I think in this
Would it
case,
be
I'm trying to scroll
manipulate
this,
systems?
Yeah, I think
yes, I believe that would manipulate system, destroy digitally control aspect of a something, the root system.
Yeah, but you would have to have access.
Or let's see, hold on.
There's nothing about putting ice on other things.
Actually, no, it would be compromise security, which is mined, because that's the hold you spend is to activate a security measure, and that's you would attempt to gain root access to the phone and just be like, spend a hold, dump you out.
Yeah,
get the fuck out.
Like, because honestly, like I didn't know anything about the Matrix, so I was reading up on it. But basically,
yeah, no, there's a lot of different subsystem nodes for like different kinds of systems. So you would, basically be like, keep in mind, you're in your attempt to log into root access to this phone is a little janky right now. Though you do have some hold from your console. But yes, it would be the
Actually, I want to check something.
Or you can do something more basic and just go with security measures and deny a login, which would probably also do it.
Does what's her face's the Paris Hilton lady? Does her phone have any ICE subroutines in it?
No.
ICEs are autonomous. If they were in here, they would already be doing stuff.
Yeah, no. There's if this had any ice, this hacker has already done the melt ice.
Then yeah,
but also it's a private phone. It probably didn't have much.
I am going to attempt to compromise security.
Do you want to spend any more of your hold first?
Oh yeah. You
got two more.
Well, so the biggest obvious one is who or what is in charge of this mouse.
Who or what is in control? I mean, who or what is in control here in the Matrix? It's. I'm gonna say this is gonna be interesting, but I'm gonna say you are technically in control here. You have the physical phone. If you want to end this the harsh way, you can just jack out and tell Claymore, hey Claymore, eat this phone.
He then shoots it or chucks it to the road.
So you hold an excessive power here.
I want to figure out who this is.
Yeah, but that's what I said.
How
is
this mouse vulnerable to me?
I was gonna suggest that actually.
Well, I mean, you're holding the phone. You could threaten the thing you talked about. You could gain access to the database of files to figure out what they are doing. You could obviously, like I said, I believe some of the security measures you can do is trace.
Can I run a trace on the mouse?
Security nodes, security measures, trigger, cancel an alert, activate, deactivate. Loop, core network alarms, change user permissions, several external logins, shut down a reboot. You could activate an alert, I guess, which can.
Yeah, I want to activate a trace on the mouse's system.
The only thing I can see is find a trace is blue eyes, though. Can you buy ice?
I mean, I assume
Yeah, that was the
can
discussion while
make-
you were gone.
Yeah.
One of the examples under 4 cred is Russian attack software. Yeah, so you can buy
Well, I
ice.
assume that's black ice.
Yes,
Well, no,
that's probably
Well, blue
regular
ice,
software might be.
I assume I have access to blue or red ice.
I mean, I feel like you have to buy it though. Because
You did kind of cobble together your deck yourself.
Yeah.
Because there's blue eyes, red eyes, and black eyes. And blue eyes can trigger alarm, trace an intruder's location, identify intruder, severe intruder's connection, and count for counterhack and backup. But those are like defensive measures. I don't know. Like
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out something. I don't actually see anything about actively tracking a hacker. It seems like you can only.
It's-
track
Well, that would be trace,
Yeah.
because if the trace beats their stealth, then
All
they are
ice-
tracked.
all ice
Yeah,
can
I
do the
feel
multiple
like I
things.
could manifest ice somehow. Or else, like, I'm so confused.
I mean, we're playing a little fast and loose with the hacking duel thing, but I think that you can attempt to the state of triggering an alert.
Okay, I want to basically do the red ice or blue ice subroutine of trace the intruder's location.
Now they all actually have trace and intruder's location. It's just how much trace they generate.
Yeah.
Yeah, because black ice just everything at +3, but also does harm.
Well, you pick 3 when it executes a routine. It's got a lot of options. But yeah, no, like that would be basically you would want to that would still be manipulate security. You would want to gain access to the root security of the phone and either run an ice routine or trigger an alert and basically be like, "Hey, I've got you."
Yeah. I'm going to attempt to access the root and break the occasion. No. And run a blue ice or red ice subroutine in order to trace this hacker.
All right, so roll compromise security, which is mined, and that'll give you hold.
I'm going to take my little staff, and or my.
By the
sorry,
way,
it's
you
a
also
cane.
get. We're gonna null your -1 ongoing because you get +1 forward for acting on assess. So you have your normal plus mind roll.
That's pretty decent. 9.
Okay, you got 1 hold, so you can use it to activate a security measure on that
Yeah,
subsystem.
I'm going to activate a. Okay, what subroutines do I have access to?
So root security measures is you can change user permissions, which could remove restricted from yourself, but you want to do that later. Isolate or reintegrate a subsystem. Sever all external logins, all internal logins, or both. Shut down or reboot the virtual environment. Trigger or cancel an alert, or activate or deactivate ICE.
Okay. Can I activate red ice?
You asked earlier, there is no ICE on her phone.
So
Do you?
okay.
Let me check what the stats on.
you
What
have
programs
gear?
do you have?
I mean, I have a pretty. What we decided on was I have the basically an infiltrator.
There's the thing,
No.
Alex. You have to buy programs.
No, I know.
Well, no, but ICE isn't one of the programs on the deck list.
no, yeah, you can't.
But
buy
I'm
that.
asking what programs he does have.
I have alert. I have identity protection. I have one more.
Sift.
Lockdown.
Okay, so you actually have 2 hold, because that gives you extra hold when you compromise security. Hardening, firewall, processor, stealth. Yeah, the main thing here we're dealing with is I don't think hackers are supposed to go on the offensive in this system.
That's what I'm seeing.
You were
always
only
meant to be-
supposed to
yeah.
crack into corporate systems and be like, no, ICE, don't get me.
Which is kind of lame.
It's always
but-
meant to be like the digital heist, not the offensive.
Yeah. I would say you can. If you want to try and trace this person, you should trigger a security alert, which would actively get them. Or, let me see, Blue Ice. You have a very
Here's
nice
the problem,
cyber deck. They are
all-
very
the only
expensive.
security
Blue Ice
alert
is pretty
security-
basic. Look, intruders traces. I mean, I think the intrusion countermeasure is you. Let's just go with you would spend to activate an alert.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try and I'm just gonna attempt to trace.
Okay. So you're gonna trigger a security alert. Hey, we're being attacked right now. Bit of advice from your MC. You could also change user permissions so you could make yourself not restricted anymore, which would remove your -1 ongoing.
Oh, I'm also gonna do that.
Yeah, because you got 2 hold.
I have 2 hold. I technically have 5 hold, but the other 3 I have more limits.
The
on what I
console,
can
yeah,
use
the
them
console
for.
cowboy holder different.
They're
So
specific.
For counters.
you look at where your finger got bit by a mouse. You look cross-eyed. You kind of look around the virtual construct, and then you're like, all right, and you just do your virtual hand and you dial the rotary phone, and it starts.
No,
like, Go ahead.
Yeah, no. What my character would do is I would jam the end of my cane into the phone.
Okay. All right, and it starts like ringing very loudly, alarm style. The Rolodex kind of like flips out. You hear kind of a mousy like squeak. And let's see. So, basically, they are going to attempt to jack out before your alert can trace them. If you want to do something about that, that would mean you would have to basically get in there and try and like block them up. You would either need to like manipulate the system or something to like, or actually.
I'm going to increase my hold over manipulate systems.
Okay.
Or it's compromise system. I'm compromised. Yeah, compromise security. That's it.
All right. And that is with your console cowboy thing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because I can't.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
already
sorry.
juggling a lot of PDFs, Dallas.
No,
I cannot.
I understand. It's to the 3 holds I can do is prevent alert, which I don't want to do that right now.
Yeah.
Avoid ice routine or increase hold over compromise security or manipulated systems.
Okay. So you just give yourself a free hold. Okay.
Yeah, basically transfer hold.
Yeah, and then you
Um,
can just you can basically be like, no, you can't log out.
Yeah, no, you can't do that right now.
All right. So you see the mouse kind of tries to like flit out the hole and back outside your window, and you're just like, no. So they kind of bounce off and fall to the floor, and then where there was a tiny mouse, there is, I guess you'd say, basically a mouse girl. There is a human with like kimono Mimi and the little rat tail, little whisker marks on her face, wearing giant round glasses, just kind of like sitting in your virtual office, rubbing her nose. Stings.
Okay.
What do you
does
do?
she look? Okay. Does she look very? Yes, I do need to. Lucky is correct. Does she look very chromed out?
Avatar.
Yeah, in this avatar, no.
God
It's
damn it,
virtual. You can't really tell.
I forgot. That is helpful in no way.
It doesn't. She's in a remote connection to the system. You don't really get any like.
Yeah, I'm just
identifiers
gonna
of, like, any
continue to
recording.
attempt the trace of like who is accessing.
Okay,
I
so
don't
you
really
just
want
kind
to
of
take
like.
any offensive actions towards her yet because I don't know who she is. If this is just a very dumb
So she kind of like
fangirl.
wheels
Or a
around and
reporter.
points a finger accusatory, and you're like, "Hey, who the heck are you,
Yes.
bud? Why are you trying to trace my system? What are you doing here?
Because I
How'd you
need
get
to
this
know
number?
why are you here? This is a very
No.
private phone.
No. You don't get asked that question. I asked you what you're doing here. Why are you?
I
Why
am
do you have
attempting-
this phone system? You are not the owner of this phone, buddy.
Neither are you.
I am right now.
The owner of this phone.
This is a good question, Claymore. You are plugged into this network. Are you gonna like listen in or?
Can I? I mean, I can't.
You're jacked into the subsystem. I don't know. I don't know if Metatron would like.
Well,
make
I
his
would say Claymore would be
virtual
able to
space
hear.
private.
Claymore would be able to hear whatever the rat lady said, or mouse lady, whatever. He would be able to see everything and be able to hear whatever she said. Anytime I would speak, it would come out very garbled, just because that's how my system is very focused on.
Yeah.
No one can pay any attention to me.
Yeah.
I
So
guess-
you and Squirrel are plugged into this network. You are not.
I wouldn't
Matrix
be blocking
right now,
either
but-
of you from seeing.
Okay,
any
okay,
of
so
it.
I can't do like Matrix moves or anything, but I
No,
can.
because you don't have that.
Yeah.
I don't
Okay,
believe you
okay,
have that
okay.
module in your. But you can
Yeah.
hear a
And
conversation they're
You could
basically
definitely hear
having
half
in the
of
VR
the
space.
conversation.
Yeah.
But it's just I am very like literally everything. Because I bought it from whatchamacallit, Suzaku, and it's literally a military infiltration.
I think.
unit.
Yeah, I think you don't. You have like stealth 2 or 3 or something.
3. Yeah.
Yeah. So. Yeah. To you, Metatron is just like a block of black pixels that speaks an encrypted noise.
Well,
because
no.
his Cyberdeck is just.
Because I am a giant dork. I'm in a pinstripe I'm in a pinstripe suit. It's just whenever you try and see my face, I have that weird horror movie effect of like my face is always blurry.
Yeah. Okay. And he speaks in kind of like a distorted.
Yeah.
But yeah. So
Yes,
if
I
you
will-
want to in character make that joke.
I will make that joke.
All right. She kind of spins around and like leans outside the window and says, "Yeah, and who asked you, pal?"
It's security dealing with this phone.
I need to know.
Claymore, your pan triggers. She kind of like shines her glasses at you. She is attempting to ID you via your neural interface. What do you do?
All my shit's encrypted.
Okay. Believe there is actually a commentary on the encrypted pad.
Yeah, you can try and break it, but it's harder. I know that.
I think that means I have to let you know what happens. Plus encrypted. Not encrypted. Encrypted in the playbooks. I gotta go very deep to actually find description of encrypted. Why would you make Control F useless? Encrypted. Resistant hacking. Must make a move to subvert the encryption before making a move to hack the cybernetic device. Okay, so she bumps into your encryption and then is just like, oh, military. Yeah, so kind of like wags her finger at you and says, "You're lucky I got to deal with this asshole first, buddy."
I'm going to ask, are you Canyon or is this a personal call?
I'm gonna answer nothing to you.
She doesn't. Honestly,
Man, I really wish I had black ice right now.
like, if you want to make this easy, just cut her out.
Once again, narratively, remember the trigger for the social moves are play hardball with threats or you have to bluff or lie. Just being like, tell me what you know. She's just like,
what is
fuck
play
you.
hardball?
You have to
Basically,
basically.
you have to threaten violence.
No, but what stat?
Edge.
Oh, I'm not going to do that.
I mean, I could do that, but I don't like. I'm under real. Claymore doesn't know how to threaten a digital.
Yeah, no,
cyber person.
you don't have leverage.
No.
Other than like you could do the thing that I talked about with Metatron earlier. You could just break the phone and dump her out, but you don't know if that's leverage or not.
No.
You guys
I'm
don't really
gonna-
know much about this girl.
I'm
She's
gonna
just
attempt
logged
to
into your system.
bluff.
Well, actually, like. Well, actually, again, we could like. Actually, what is your fast talk? like-
Very good.
Well, here's the
Yeah.
thing. All right. So instead of just being all like, instead of being forceful at her, take a more gentle approach and just be like,
Yeah.
and be like, look, sorry about this, but like I said, we're in this specific race and we need to know why you are here. If you are trying to get something to look for us, maybe we can work together. But until you tell us, we don't know.
Yeah. I'm just like, I don't
Like,
want to
everyone-
hurt you.
You know, everyone wants
go
a
for
little
it.
bit of profit, but you know we can't have anything
alright.
compromising.
So
our
I don't. You
habitat.
start with. I don't want to hurt you.
I don't want to hurt you, but I just need to make sure that you're not going to be sending runners after us. And I think I would need to bluff with that because I very much do want to hurt this person.
That's true. You are lying.
I'm very much lying.
All right. Roll style.
Okay, thank God.
Yeah.
Oh, finally, I roll well. 11.
Okay. NPCs do what you want. She kind of like. Okay. I'm. In case you can't tell, I am Nezumi.
Okay.
I'm a freelance hacker. Like
okay.
I assume you are, Mr. Tall, Dark, and Mysterious.
Something like that.
I'm what was a way to put it? Okay, you know whose phone you've got, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Well, then scratch that off my list. You didn't just steal it off the street. Okay. So I am I guess you'd say you're not a cop, right? You have to tell me if you're a cop.
No, I'm not a cop.
Okay.
He's not a cop.
Can no one hear you guys talking or no?
If they choose to talk
can.
out loud, yes, but they don't have to. They both have cyber comms.
I'm
that are
just
plugged
curious.
in.
Yeah.
Squirrel can hear.
Yeah, Squirrel can hear this, but I think
and-
all Squirrel hears is running in
No,
the 90s.
if I heard Claymore like speak,
Yeah.
when I heard him make the joke, I would have let him into my comm channel, basically.
Yeah.
So he actually can hear my
Okay.
side of the conversation.
Yeah, so he Claymore, you get invited to be.
I just had this bit in my head because it's like it was like
Because I can think of 2 reasons why this person is in here, and one of them I don't give a shit about, and I'm just going to leave.
like a bucking butt breaker. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
If-
so
if
what
it's-
she says is she kind of like tugs at her collar. I imagine Nezumi is dressed probably a little bit similar to one of the new servants in FGO, probably like, you know, Mouse Girl in like weird like EGL cosplay or something.
Yeah.
And she kind of like tugs at her big ruffly collar and is like, okay, I guess you'd say I'm Angie's underground contact. You know, she needs all the latest virtual stuff, you know, pirated SimSense software, you know, exploits, cracks, ice, whatever. Like, you know, when she needs something, she gives me a call. And in exchange, sometimes I, you know, ride along through the implants.
Okay. No.
Get out of the
If
house.
can I like assess if she's what is insight in this game?
I mean, that would be assess because you closely
I
study.
am going to assess her and just to make sure is she lying, basically. Because if she's
Okay.
honest, I'm just going to leave and be like, fine, I don't care. I got a 7.
Okay, so you technically hold 2 because you've got alert. You are still in the Matrix.
Yeah, is she lying?
Yeah, no, she's not. She's just. I mean, you can tell from her language. Like, if you ask again, what do I notice despite effort to conceal it? She seems a little emotionally off. Like, you may have noticed I'm like repeating words a lot, and she's doing a lot of like
she's
self-assurance.
Probably high or
She seems a
terrified.
little like traumatized or something.
Yeah.
Oh
if
God!
you
Wait,
wanted
wait,
to know more
no.
about what happened,
Wait,
Shit!
yeah,
no,
Lucky
she's
just
been
got it.
Wait. riding along this entire time, so she's going through.
No. She cannot be writing along this entire time because remember, the crypt is electronically sealed. You can't get radio through
I
it.
mean, she fucking was under the effects of the
The
drug.
OD.
Yeah, she was riding along when whatever happened to Angie that put her in a medically induced coma got her. So
I actually just go, are you okay? I know what happened in this situation. Do you need medical attention?
no. I'm fine. It's been
Ma'am?
a couple days.
Ma'am?
It's fine.
It's like, no, you do not understand. This woman has been put into a medically induced coma for the shit she went through. If you are on any side of by that, there is something weird running around in your fucking system right now, and you need to get it checked right now. Otherwise, later down the line, you might be finding yourself in, and Claymore will just babble medical fucking knowledge at this point.
I would like you to roll fast talk
Yes.
to basically give her a medical
No.
freak out.
Yes.
I'm like,
She
not
starts
trying
talking
to-
about no. Trust me. I took 2 adrenalines.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Not at the same time.
I went from wanting to hurt this person to worrying about this person's hurt really quickly.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm just like,
I took
no.
2 adrenalines. Leave.
Oh,
Yeah,
what is
'cause-
that?
I'm fine. I got a huge pile of energy drinks. It's okay.
No!
I've been up for listen, you don't understand. I've been up for 48 hours. I've been trying to figure out what happened. I know the
That's
system
even
crashed.
worse.
And yeah, no. Everything she says makes you guys go, no, we're serious. You would go to a fucking hospital.
7. I rolled a 7.
Okay, NPCs will do it, but somebody will find out. That makes perfect sense. I will advance an appropriate countdown clock.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. She goes, okay.
Yeah, we're going to get.
She
your
like
friend to
physically,
safety.
even though you're like, 6 foot tall and terrifying, she like puts one of her hands right over Claymore's face, like, okay, shush. You're melting my stack, bro. Calm down. My heart rate okay.
I'm just gonna give her a hug at this point. Just like,
Sweet
calm
summer
her virtual
child.
tail just kind of like, stands like straight up and just like, okay, all right. I don't know what kind of city of brotherly love we're in. All right, I'm gonna go. It's bad. It's okay. This is the
You're about to
last
have a
time I
stroke,
do
lady. Go
experimental
get
drugs
help.
through the internet. Please be careful
No,
with
it's
that phone.
We
If
will
you
be.
like security pickup, I guess you're okay. And if it's not okay, she like turns and grabs Metatron by his collar and stares into you, Sherry scanning glasses. I will find you and I will end you. Okay, bye. She like flits away and logs.
oh. Well, that could have gone worse.
I image Metatron is sweating from like in the real life side of things.
No, as soon as she said I work for Angie, I basically my entire body visibly relaxed.
Okay.
Because my 2 thoughts were, well, 3 thoughts now. I actually didn't think of her being an associate. My 3 thoughts were dumb paparazzi, in which case I wouldn't have given a shit. Anything related to her, like, career or her being an actress I don't care. And then the other half was gang and or corpo, which was that's what I needed to do the bad stuff.
No, this was like I said, like Claymore has +2 cool, so I have like designated myself as someone who has medical knowledge and whatnot. So
Yeah.
No, that's fair. Well, you're also like I feel
You
like
kept
if you're
yourself
a
alive,
military
alive.
person, you at least have a general knowledge of bad medical stuff.
yeah,
But the apply first aid move is cool.
yeah.
Is plus cool. So yes, no. If you guys are injured, it would probably be
Yeah.
Claymore who tries to put your guts back in. Yeah, no. If she wasn't kidding about running for 48 hours, I mean, people with Chrome can like go longer without sleep. It sounds like she was, hopped up on synthetic or natural stimulants. Maybe she was dehydrated. But she goes to get herself checked out, which is definitely why the Medicus Imperator clock went up 1.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
That makes sense by me.
I don't
For them, though.
like. I'm not playing a nice character, I would say, but I
You're
don't
playing-
want random innocent people to just get like a heart attack.
If
Yeah,
I had somebody
so,
to blast her virtually, I would have done.
But
Oh,
she's plugged out, and you now have like complete control over the phone. If you actually wanted to get into the data recordings and other bullshit that Angie recorded, you could. Otherwise, you can probably go about your business doing
This
Matrix
is a
Overwatch.
terrible idea. I do.
Time to get some blackmail.
Roll manipulate systems.
Is
Because you wanna
is
get
that the
in the
the one I'm bad at, or
So we don't get the bonus
manipulate
to-
systems.
is that Edge or mine?
Synth.
Oh, I'm fine with that. Yeah, there's like one that's Edge. that
Melt
I'm terrible
ice.
at.
Melt
edge.
ice.
Yeah.
Which is probably why you have console cowboys.
10.
Okay, you hold 3. So for databases, some example routines is you can create, edit, or delete records, delete backups, delete or edit access logs, search for pay data, which basically
Well-
looks for shit you can sell.
Search for pay data, obviously,
Okay,
is the first one.
so roll mind, then.
Oh my god, I'm rolling well. 12.
All right, you find something hot you can sell, and on a 10+, when you hit the street to sell it, you choose one less option on a 7 to 9. So you need to hit the street to offload it. Basically, a reverse of spending cred. You can earn cred, but yeah, you've first of all, yeah, no, you find some pay data. You find some whether it's some hidden media shit she was like leaked, or it's customized software tools she used, or just you find all her naked selfies and are like, ooh, these will go on the black market. I mean, she is a quote-unquote SimSense influencer. Everything is just her sex tape or her drug tape or her party tape. Like, everything is just...
Yeah.
Whenever she goes and does something that normal humans would consider fun, she tapes it.
It's in
And,
the SIM
sells it.
cloud. It's always in the SIM cloud.
No,
Um,
and then I'm going to. Can I find the record of when she, when she overdosed?
Yeah, no, you can find that SimSense
What
data. It's raw and
happened?
unedited.
Just don't connect the sense-wise.
I'm not gonna. I'm not stupid. Well, I'm not that kind of stupid.
Oh, I don't know how the Matrix works. I guess if it's a file where it automatically does it, opens in that.
We would
format or
probably
not.
need a SimSense rig or something.
Yeah, I don't have any SimSense stuff, but that
Yeah,
that
I
is
believe
not my
that is-
personality. I am very pure.
Yeah, SimSense is the tags for like plus SimSense are like recording equipment and like on music instruments and stuff. It's probably you have a cyber deck. That's which is a very advanced piece of technology. That's something that's not
I mean,
actually.
I have a
flexible.
SimSense. I assume I have a SimSense option. I will not have it on.
Yeah, no, you don't need to play it in SimSense. You can just view it as raw audio or video.
No, I just want to know. This is going to sound weird. I want to know how accidental this overdose was.
Then I guess my question now is, Claymore, are you going to stay here, like a voyeur, or are you going to go back to doing your job?
I mean, I don't even know if we fucking left yet. We've been Matrix.
I mean,
this
I-
whole time.
You're rolling.
Yeah.
We've been driving the whole time.
I mean, this is a little time compressed because Matrix.
it was probably
um,
it's only been like 5 minutes probably for overall.
Also, all of that debating about how the Matrix works would not be in real time.
True.
No.
But like, it's yeah, I think Axe has it right. It's probably been like a 5-minute conversation.
Yeah, and I assume you guys would have been driving.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
I
Squirrel has
mean-
been driving this entire
I mean,
time.
Squirrel, take a right. Avoid.
Squirrel is in the network too. No, I'll voyeur this shit.
Okay, so we've got spooky tall voodoo man and spooky tall samurai man.
I'm just
watching.
imaging one of Dagaruki's alt skin.
So you pull up the file. You flick through the Rolodex. It opens into a little video window with sound. And it's the gates of Babylon. The music's thumping. Definitely. By the way, Vexelstrom is how the music in Gates of Babylon. It's like dark and industrial, bassy.
Everything burns. Everything.
Blue lights everywhere. Exactly like when you guys went in. You guys see like the start of the file when Angie started capturing. She goes up a set of stairs through a beaded curtain to like a private room. There's a table dancer. Blue Steel is there. There's a couple of other Sapphire randos there. This is unedited, so like at some point, she like glances over her shoulder and Brooks is there with like the recording rig and like a the equivalent of like a tablet computer or something. Making sure everything's working. And then goes over. Blue Steel kind of just like gestures to the table. There are several piles of blue crystals. There's a little bit of like small talk, and then Angie goes in for like the big snort. And it starts to kick in. Everything gets a little like wobbly. The colors start sliding out of place. The audio gets kind of distorted, like it's interfering with her senses. There's some like oohs and ahs as other people do. Love, and then like Angie kind of like grips her chest. Medical alerts start flashing. There's a thing like implant malfunction, foreign contaminant detected kind of a thing, and just collapses to the floor having a seizure. The
So
last thing you
was-
see is like a big red alert, which is like attempt external contact jammed, can't contact whatever the equivalent of our like trauma team plat, like whatever the big maximum
Wait,
medical
external
plan is,
contact
right?
Jammed?
Yeah, like interference. The connection couldn't go through. Possibly because the matrix in the canyon sucks.
Okay,
Um,
I'm gonna like make a copy of all of the like medical alerts and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna delete any access logs of me,
Yep, fair enough.
and then I'm gonna jack out.
Okay. I don't think you need to
and
roll.
I'm
jack
gonna
out
be
'cause you're not in a
spending
hurry.
time while the driving is happening, and obviously I'll be very when things are happening, I will be attentive. But I'm gonna. Does this add up? Because That doesn't make any sense to me.
Sure.
That this happens.
Do you,
She
I mean,
snorted
you have never
one
done love,
line of-
and you don't.
Oh,
and
she's
you don't.
Hmm.
You personally have never done love, and you don't know anything about it chemically. So
Well, that's what I'm
necessarily-
gonna just try and see if I can figure out. Is this a normal reaction?
Well,
did
probably
someone
not,
mess
'cause
with
they
the
sell
drugs?
But
Yeah.
you would need to figure out a line of analysis more.
Yeah.
but
I mean,
yeah,
honestly,
so,
like, unless I don't know if they have the chemical composition of love on the internet. They
I
might.
might have to go back. I might have to go back to the canyon after this.
I can tell you right now, they don't know. It's a
Well,
closely
yeah.
guarded secret. The rumor
No,
on
I-
the street, if you'll recall, is the Sapphires stole the recipe from the Wireheads, because the Wireheads normally deal in cyber drugs and the like.
I'm
and
a
illicit
friend of some of the
substances and
Wireheads.
stuff.
I can possibly get you in touch.
I was gonna. No, I have a figure. I know how I can get hold of some blue love.
Are you gonna throw an SNS party?
No, that would be a very dumb idea
Damn. I
and
was
very
like,
against my corporate image.
The rough
No,
idea
I'm
is
going
that you know that
to,
it has it's supposed to do reduce inhibitions, create sense of euphoria, and heighten sensory sensitivity. You know, it's a social drug.
I'm definitely going to be more on the line of anxious kid going against mummy's orders, trying to get some drugs to be rebellious. Much more that angle.
All right.
But regardless, anyway, that's later Dallas.
Also, jot down you've got some pay to make a for
Yes,
that, but obviously
I
you're not
have
do that on the
pay
job.
dirt and medical records.
All right, so he jacks out of the phone and whatever. Claymore, you go back to just being plugged into the turret.
Mm-hmm.
Is Marth back?
I'm also is there a way I can put myself
back,
on
but
alert?
VC is still being terrible for me.
Very good.
Marv, are you sure?
Is there a way I can?
It might just be some people on your connections using it up, because I've had other people have the Discord. Other people
It's
are
just
using it up.
people in the freaking neighborhood that generally is on there. It's
Okay.
like if the internet is up in the entire area, everyone's thing goes to shit.
big goof.
Okay, then I will. You in a second, Dallas. What were you saying, really quick?
Is there any way I could make sure to be alert if anyone tries to access the system?
Yeah, I mean you've got it. You can just leave it plugged into your deck.
Yeah, I'll leave it
Turn the
plugged
phone
in, so
off.
if anyone tries to hack in, not I can prevent them because I don't think I can jury-rig that.
Can't you just
but-
turn it off?
I'm gonna
I
be
don't-
real. I don't actually know if that would work 100%.
I don't know that does anything on a.
Because it's centralized
like-
network space, so if it's not on, there's no place to access.
Yeah, but I'm not. I do not know that you would be able to make it so that even if you turn it off, it could not be remote access. Somebody could
Yeah,
remotely turn it on
It's
because
weird.
it's got Wi-Fi capability and reception, and this is the cyberpunk future. So there's all kinds of locational bullshit and other stuff.
I'm just gonna try and leave it on and be or basically have it hooked up to my deck so that if anyone accesses it, I will know.
Yeah, that can be fine. It can your deck can monitor an attached device.
And now that I'm kind of done.
All right, I'm going to step away for a sec and pause the recording because we've been doing this for an hour. Thanks, Matrix Rules. And I'll be right back, and then we'll get to actual stuff. Which can include melt ice, but anyway. I'm back. So, I have water now. It is not yet cool enough for me to open my window. We're going, though. Squirrel is attempting to drive you guys out of here. If I remember correctly, I
Yeah.
think you guys are going to take the northerly route.
Yes.
I think so, yeah. Right, that's one that goes by northwest.
Well, yeah, they all kind of go by northwest because you got to go to the north end of the city. It's you're going to
Okay.
go around as Metatron gets his takeout.
So no, dude, I've been looking forward to this all day. I got some nice
Just
lamb
mute yourself,
vindaloo.
please.
It's so good.
Okay, it's just you're making the bag noises into the microphone. There we go. Okay. Yeah. So you're going around the north route, basically through Oakland and Towers. So this will take you shorter routes, but there's a lot of corporate highways that'll take you by across Maglev areas and the naval base for Suzaku. And you'll end up in the north side of the city, which is where Medicus is, and also where Northwest is. But yeah, you're not there yet, though. You're in the canyons. You got to actually drive back into the city. What is the phrase on that one move? It's hot shit driver, I think.
It's hot shit driver.
Yeah, when you're driving in a high pressure situation. I mean, clock's ticking, so yeah, go ahead and roll edge.
Okay.
Take a +1 from me.
Yeah, I believe this is.
I know.
So.
Okay, so that is a different roll that I had from last time. So I rolled a total of 12 on the dice. That would be 15 then.
All right, you get your maximum hold.
Yeah, hold
so yeah,
plus
you're cool,
3.
You're calm, you're in control, you're jamming out. Metatron and Claymore yakking about something on the network. Doesn't matter. You're driving the vehicle. And
I'll just. I think I'll I'll just keep in mind the holds that I have and just spend them when I need to, I guess.
Yeah. You save the hold for the scene, basically. So you're driving, Odin told you to drive fast, so I assume you're just, pedal to the floor kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Shit about traffic. All right. So you, and Odin, you would notice this as well because you're in the front seat. You do see kind of like out the corner of your eyes, through the little armored windscreens. You do see a handful of wireheads standing on street corners. They're very hard to mistake. Literally have wires in their heads, a lot of them. Kind of eyeballing you as you drive past. Not really doing anything, but they're certainly tracking you with their eyes and stuff.
I don't know what would be a way to be like and was like, fuck off, not now. But I'm not sure what it would be.
I mean, that would be play hardball, but you'd have to figure out a way to yell at them while you're driving at top speed. Or you just tell Claymore to shoot the next guy who looks at me, but...
I could.
My mic, the button that connected my mic to my computer. Okay, there we go. But
yeah, you're stable.
I don't know what
we heard you. Did you not hear us? Is the question then?
No, I did.
Okay. Yeah, I said that would technically be play hardball, but you would need a way to yell at them while you're in a high-speed moving vehicle.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how I'd yell at them.
Or you just tell Claymore to shoot the next guy who looks funny. But that's on you.
True.
But I do want to say,
I'm about to say, are these guys giving us the eyeball?
Yeah, no. I mean, when you get back to the camera and you start looking around, or the gun that is a little camera on it, so you can see. Yeah, no. On street corners as you're driving past, you're seeing groups of 2 or 3 wireheads sitting on street corners smoking, very obviously watching you go by with their big cybernetic eye rigs, camera faces.
Hey Claymore, if any of them get in the vehicle to get to track us, shoot them up.
Do we have? I don't know. How about those ask if we had some sort of loudspeaker system in this to yell at?
Not this kind of vehicle.
I mean, it is an ambulance, but no, I don't think it has a built-in.
It have sirens, but not loudspeakers.
No, it wouldn't have sirens.
Yeah.
All right, well, as long as it's only these few guys, but if I start seeing more groups, I'm just gonna shoot them.
That's fair.
Okay. Well, you guys do, and I will pitch this to Squirrel first because he's your driver. As you guys are coming on a straightaway, you're getting ready to get on the long drag right out of town, jump on that same highway you guys exfilled out of last time. You do see a couple of technical pickup trucks full of rustlers just...
I'm going to shoot them.
Double park, block up the two. Well, Squirrel is driving, so he gets the first chance to respond. Squirrel, what do you do?
Okay, and are they blocking the way?
Yes, the 2 pickup trucks pointing inward just block both lanes of the highway.
Okay, what I'm going to do is just continue pedal to the metal, just go straight into them.
Okay. You spend a hold for this, or you're just going to ram them?
I'm just going to ram them.
All right. Okay. Roll to act under pressure. You are
Okay.
attempting to act while in danger. You are just being like, "Fuck you, you won't."
Scar's power, I think, right?
Right, I
Yeah.
just need to
I
remember
can
this
dig up its stat line.
thing's stats again.
Written. Repost. Here you go.
Okay, let's see here. Yeah, power +2. I have cool +2.
Also, we're armored, so fuck.
Okay.
So they get +5 for you because it's on plan.
Do you believe? Yeah, you get the +1 ongoing. You can still roll Snake Eye. Still get a partial.
Okay, so that's Okay, so that's a 7 on the dice, so that's an 11 or 12. Doesn't really matter, get 10 plus.
Yeah, you do it no problem. All right, just gun to the floor. You pow. You slam through the two front halves. They're, light technical pickups. They careen out of the way. You're through. You're on the highway. These guys are immediately gonna what they can left, try and get in gear and pursue you, though they're very slow. But a couple of ATVs and dirt bikes come careening out of the brush to kind of chase after you. On them, you see rustlers with, shotguns and SMGs kind of, and some of them probably have some people riding bitch with cutting torches, circular saws, that kind of shit. They're just kind of like moving in a pack behind you. What is
Okay.
anybody doing about
I'm
this?
shooting them.
Yeah, Claymore, you're up.
I'm
Shooting
gonna
them.
I'm gonna basically take this turret and I'm gonna pivot it around. I really wish I had some sort of loudspeaker, but I don't. So I'm gonna let my gun speak for me.
Yeah.
I will not aim for bodies personally, but I will basically be aiming for a bunch of fucking tires. And
Is this like,
All right. It sounds to me, actually, no. Tires.
It's like-
So you would say you're trying to seize the road is what you're going for. You
Oh,
want to
yeah.
control the area.
still makes
Because
it up.
there's two ways you could play this. You could be like play hardball, like you could fire effectively a warding shot or disabling shots and just be like, if you cross my line of sight, I will murder you. But if you want to try and take control of the road, that sounds like mix it up.
all right. Now
This gun is technically linked, so yeah.
I will roll synth on that.
I should have wrote plus linked in the notes, but yeah, it would be plus.
What size of gang are they?
Let's see. I mean, this is vehicle to vehicle, but they would be a small gang.
All right, so I will not get a bonus from my mix it up.
Also, because if you're using second skin, wouldn't technically you'd also get.
No, he's not
personality?
using second.
I don't have
Okay.
second skin, no.
I gotcha.
He is using a fire linked gun, which I forgot to put in the stat block, but yeah, but that means he gets his targeting software, so he rolls. Dallas clatters the silver.
Sorry.
I rolled
Dallas, sorry, I'm not sure about it.
I rolled an 8. I have a synth of +2. I don't think I have anything else that applies, but that's still a 10. So
All right. You don't choose anything. You achieve your objective.
all right, cool.
So this is 3 harm area. Loud, messy. Yeah, no. You achieved your objective. Yeah, there was like half a dozen of these guys. Maybe a little bit more, like 8 to 10. Because like I said, some of them are writing double stack. But yeah, you just aim low and just 7.62 NATO. Tires go up. Bikes go up. These guys are rustlers. They're not even wearing like Squirrel style motocross gear. They're just like
Thrown.
out here in they're out just out here in jeans and cowboy boots and whatever the fuck. They flip over. Some of them crash into each other and explode because they're driving Texas Motors hydrogen powered ATVs. It's very loud. Everybody in the canyons knows about this firefight now, but
Yes.
the rustlers are fucked. Like you've blown the cover on them.
Yeah.
Would this qualify of acting violently when there was a peaceful solution?
Yeah, actually, you could have just had Squirrel like floor it and do some tactical driving.
I will mark experience then.
I don't know if prune would apply here either. So.
No, this was not a. You did not defuse a.
Or more, I don't think it would have been like qualified, but I guess it was charged. Yeah.
It was charged. If you had if you had leaned out of the back door and yelled at them like "back the fuck off" or
Would violent
You're gonna
play
be in
because it's
trouble.
not? It wasn't a peaceful situation because it's.
We could no. I could have done like I could have fired some warning shots.
yeah, he could have done like you said, play hardball.
Okay.
We could have Claymore could have done nothing at all and just been like, well, Squirrel's driving.
Yep, and no, I'm all like, no, they die.
Yeah, you murdered
Fair
them. You destroyed them with your gun.
But yeah.
Big gun.
You probably burned through the whole belt. You got to wait while the autoloader switches over.
There's a little cage in my view that's just slowly going down.
Yeah.
Cool down. All right.
It's a fine piece of technology.
It's kind of like for what I was trying to do because there's like you can load up road up map, start marking down targets. This would just like make a path.
What targets?
Omega, could you let me know when we're at the halfway point? This
Sure.
is where I told our reinforcements to wait.
Yeah.
Reinforcements.
But
Yep.
Yeah, he's
Alright,
he's got
semi-
this
we have a
motherfucker
semi-truck
spent a
full
lot
of
of credit on
dudes.
this job. He
Alright,
rented a
then.
semi-truck full of dudes.
Right.
Oh, that's right.
He rented a
Full
semi-truck and
nerd-
filled it with
All right, those nuns.
I mean, rented is
rented, bought, whatever. Exchanged goods for services. Well, yeah, that's my clarifying question. Like, what targets exactly? Like, are you gonna ping every vehicle with a Wi-Fi?
I was sort of saying like I guess, bogeys is not a term for it, but never mind.
I mean, bogey would be unknown targets. But, you can change your mind, but I need clarification. There's no magical assumption here. Are you just gonna like? I'm
gonna get map
this thing
open,
would
but-
come with IFF, but I don't know.
I'm probably at least getting a map open to like.
Yeah, you can easily do that. You do have the tactical computer, which gives you something.
+1 hole and assess for tactical situations. Even on map.
I mean, if you were studying something in specific, that might be an assess. But I do
yet.
not necessarily
We're
know
not in
if
the
you
middle
are
of a firefight.
actually.
Yeah.
Axe, if I were you, I would look at the map and I would start plotting out where would there be probable ambush points and areas that we have to worry about.
Right. My brain that escaped me for a bit there, but yeah, that's fair. I guess it counts as assess for that then.
Well, okay. The thing I'm saying is assess is when you closely study a person, place, or situation. So, what are you studying?
I guess the map when I guess we should expect ambushes.
Okay, so you're studying a place, the canyons map. You
Yeah, I
guys are
guess
about
so.
halfway out of the canyon. Like you guys are pretty good on your way out of the canyons. You got your straight shot. So
Probably the next zone out of the just outside the canyons. Then
okay, so you're studying the map of like Oakland into Vallejo. So that'll be the area with the Corpo highways, the Cross Nexus maglevs, and the Suzaku Naval Basin boat patrols.
Yeah.
So yeah, roll assess. You're studying the map ahead. You're probably looking at like real-time traffic reports, shit like that. Metatron is chowing down on that gumbo.
technically curry, but yeah.
Okay, that's a.
Shut up,
6
you're loud.
and all right, so that's a 6 and a 1. So that's a 7. That's a 9. I don't really never work on this. Let's check. I don't think I do. So it's just a 9.
Oh,
So it's
so good.
1 hold plus another one because the eye.
Yeah, so you get 2. So you can ask any of those questions now or kind of hold up on them.
Maybe you can tell me later, but I will say one of them is what potential complicate. I guess it's how can I avoid trouble or hide here? I guess is probably what I want.
How can you avoid or hide in Oakland? You're not gonna like. Well, some of you are not gonna like the answer to that. Slow down. You guys
I
have
got
probably
batteries.
spent 15-minute tops here. Out of your what did I say earlier? 2 hours, 3 hours. I
Yeah,
think it was a 2-hour gap.
we have 3 hours on the battery on the thing.
Yeah, so you still got 245, 240 minutes left on the before you're in the crisis zone.
When it's under 40 minutes, we're replacing the batteries.
It's a good point. And yeah, Odin has spare coolant and batteries to do a hot swap. So you've got the time, but that would be the best way to lay low in a corpo district. You are driving a vehicle you rented from a corporation, so it's a corporate make and model. You guys didn't take any like suspicious damage or anything. The best way
No.
to do this is to play it cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
it's
slow
like-
down
it's
and throw on the sirens.
Yeah, I guess the question is like, how do I convince Squirrel to?
Ask him
Yeah,
Ask, it's I guess.
and tell him. Tell him
Squirrel,
that. Yeah, sorry.
You got it.
We're going through a corporate district. Unless you have something in mind, I think we should probably just slow down and follow the traffic. We don't want to be on any actual like speeding alarms.
All right.
Okay.
It will take like 20 minutes tops.
I don't know if it'll take 20 minutes, but
More like add 20 minutes.
Add 20 minutes, but I have spare batteries, so we'll probably be okay unless it takes us like literally 2 hours.
we have no pursuit at the moment.
Yeah.
Let's keep it that way.
All right.
Yeah, so you guys start peeling out of the canyons. In the distance, Claymore probably sees because he's watching through the gunsight cameras. You probably see a couple of rustlers on foot, like bounding out of the bush with like hunting rifles and shotguns, and the firing vaguely in your direction, firing up in the air, shouting and cussing at you. But they don't really have the gas since you just blew through that roadblock to catch up to you, and it doesn't look like anybody else wants to fuck with you since you caused a big hullabaloo. Maybe you see some 7.76ers on the street side, watching you, possibly with crates full of RPGs, but you are clearly leaving the canyon, so they're just kind of like, my eye on you.
Like, don't cause a fuss, we'll shoot you.
Yeah. And so you guys start to peel out of here. Do you want to keep your second hold for now?
Yeah,
Odin?
because it's for this area, so might come out.
Yeah, okay. So I just wanted to make sure you didn't want to ask a question right away before I go to the next sequence.
Sequence.
Yeah, so you transition over to the corporate highways. This thing is like I said, a registered corporate vehicle. You pass right through the checkpoints, you're fine. Nobody cares. Like you said, you throw on the sirens. I believe we said earlier that Squirrel is in a medical disguise, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's in like a full body scrub suit with like, PPE on. So you guys blow right through the toll booth. Do you actually wanna run whatever this thing has for quote unquote sirens?
I think that would draw unnecessary attention.
That would draw attention.
Okay. So you just drive in the carpool lane and you're fine.
Besides, we know, yeah.
So
Increase.
everything seems pretty cool, Metatron, you're doing some kind of like open source research on the internet. Odin is like watching maps and traffic flow, possibly being just a tiny bit naggy to Squirrel about like, ooh, take the next left. Squirrel's just,
It's like there's a jam on the right. Take the one. Take left road. Take two.
Claymore's just whistling to himself as he spins the turret around.
You might hear him spinning. You spin me right round, baby. And the turret's just doing donuts.
Yeah. After that burst of gunfire, what's his face? Brooks kind of like did the classic like hands, elbows to knees, hands over his ears. Clearly never been in a combat situation. Well, he kind of like as you guys get on a corporate road and things kind of settle down, he kind of like seems to come back to himself, and he kind of like looks up at Metatron and is like, "What were you doing on the phone there?"
Doing some research. Doesn't make a lot of sense.
It's like, did I say you could talk?
Did I say? It's like Odin's like, I told you to shut up.
I'm okay. No, it's okay. It's fine.
Hey, whoa! Listen, I'm a victim here too. Okay, I was held against my will for 2 days.
Do I look like I give a shit?
Odin,
Does it look like I give a shit?
your eyes on the road.
I feel like you should
We
role
have
play
a
hardball,
job here.
Odin. I feel like you should play hardball. Do I look like I give a shit?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Do it.
2 different dice for this. Because I have like 8 of here. Like
I'll just put my hand on my forehead.
Six and a 2, and that's plus 2, so 10.
All right. He just kind of like, sits in his chair, readjusts his crooked tie.
It's like,
leans back.
if you weren't,
Nope.
if you weren't involved with her, you'd be on the fucking road. Shut up.
Oh my god.
Shitty
You alpha military.
worst rescue. God, I wish I was on the road. Then I could get picked up from my flying ambulance in style. Kind of mutters to himself and leaves off.
You don't look rich enough for that.
I mean, he's working for. Never mind.
All right, now I'm gonna take the smack. Now I'm gonna smack Odin.
All right. Claymore leads in and just kind of, donk Odin
fair
in the
enough.
back of the head.
Yeah.
I put that on myself.
I just have my elbow on the armrest and just my forehead on my fingers, just like.
Yeah, so Farouk, Brooks settles down. He's glaring daggers at the front cabin, but he's just kind of he's realized that even if Metatron is open to conversing, Odin and Claymore are not going to let him do any crosstalk, so he's just going to, sulk annoyedly.
Yes, because you don't want this guy to try and pick her out that maybe, I don't know, you've been snooping around in their clients' digital goods. So no, talking is bad.
You know, I didn't think about that.
Welcome to Metatron's tagline. I didn't think about that.
There's a
Metatron,
need to know
20XX.
basis, and you do not need to know.
Yes, that's why I told him to shut the fuck up. And then
Yeah, well, you've dodged the plot hook.
Yep.
Look,
That complication is good for now.
look, Metatron is not someone known for dodging complications.
Yes.
He's known for adding them for no reason.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a Mexican drug lord.
He was always kind of there.
So you guys are cruising along. You're cruising. You're minding your own business, and you basically, you're in traffic. You're keeping it slow, but you're, like I said, you're using carpool and corporate special access lanes. You had to invest cred, in the job to actually make this work. So, your toll road and shit is all up to date. So it's fine.
Yeah. Once we get to the wait, have we gotten to the halfway point?
No, not quite.
Okay.
This is the thing I actually want to talk about. You guys basically have a split. You're gonna leave the Oakland district of the Bay Mega City to go into Vallejo Towers, which is across a couple of bridges. Which bridge route do you want to take? Do you want to take the coastal highway, where you guys will be passing in a Suzaku-made vehicle next to Suzaku-made bases, or do you want to take the longer route? That means you drive through cross-nexus turf, by some of their maglev lines and other transportation hubs.
I have a question. Was this vehicle rented above the board, or was this under the
Yeah,
table?
no, this was above board. No.
Yeah, there was a little bit of in order to clear it, Sergeant Francello had to have Metatron do a job for him, but basically this vehicle is above the board on the clock.
I got that heart to that guy on time.
Yeah.
Whether or not the police like me very much, that's a different question.
Yeah, goes with the Suzuki route, so coastal highway.
All right.
Yeah, because it's it's a.
Oh, we're going coastal?
Or-
Time for some sick coastal shots.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
the APC cruising up the highway, eco shield on one side.
Mm-hmm.
Is my whole gonna expire after once we transition to the other place?
No, you're still in this. You're still in Vallejo Towers. So this is the first leg.
Oh, that's
You
when
haven't
that
crossed into
complication
North
comes up, I
District
think.
then. Yeah, coastal highway. We got you. So you're cruising along the outside line. Like I said, you can see the eco shield on one side. Watershed, beaches, arrays of wind turbines and solar panels descending down into the bay. On the other side, you see the sprawling military-industrial complex of Suzaku, their literal naval base and shipyard. Looks like they're building a salvage vessel today. Ooh, and that looks like that's a missile destroyer over there getting refitted.
Oh,
Cruising
on
by.
Sanku, they are never afraid to flaunt their power.
I mean, I'm just imagining they've just repurposed MacArthur.
Yeah, they would have gotten a lot of old military bases. There is actually in the San Francisco Bay, there is a former naval shipyard.
Oh, right. We're in the San Francisco Bay Area.
You're in Frisco.
So yeah, Fort MacArthur's a little down then.
probably still there somewhere.
Still, they've got a lot of. They have a lot
Well, no,
of these.
Fort
these
MacArthur's
facilities.
in, like, now down by me. It's the big naval base in Los Angeles.
They probably have that one.
Well, yeah, but we're not run by that.
Yeah, no. You do see some, some Suzaku patrol boats in the go. You see other military vehicles, classic, army style 5-ton trucks, whatever the, the current version of basically the Humvee is, right? Mobility vehicles. Some corpo soldiers try to give you the eyeball as you're going by. They're kind of wondering, like, hey, what are you guys doing? Yeah, you guys do anything particular about that?
Nope.
Considering
Play it cool.
Odin, you're not in disguise per se.
I mean, Odin should be.
Well, we never talked about that.
I had
You got
medical
any gear
scrubs
left.
for everyone except for Claymore, who is going as our security.
Yep.
And he has military uniforms, I assume.
I mean, he's wearing paramilitary wear. It's fine.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
can probably
so
I can probably
that's-
bluff my way through it being.
Odin, are you scrubbed up?
Yeah, I probably took the headpiece back
Okay.
on.
What's your armor?
It's the armored suit.
Okay, so you don't have your armor on right now. This is an important fluff point
Gotcha.
because you are
Careful
wearing
with it.
scrubs, not your armored suit.
Gotcha.
But yeah, okay. They kind of look over at you, but they see a guy in like medical tech wear. They're just kind of like, it's fine. So you're cruising. You're cruising. Nobody really seems to be paying you too much mind. Farouk's is quiet for the most part. Very surly. Constantly stealing dirty looks at Odin in the front. He may occasionally, whenever Claymore is rotated around so he's not facing you, he may occasionally look at him. But the moment Claymore looks back, he's just like,
Otherwise, just like,
I will occasionally snort and pass it off as a cough.
so.
Ugh.
I mean, I think. No, I don't think I need to make you roll to cool or anything. You're just driving at speed. The clock's ticking. You're down to about 2 hours of time left.
Yeah, I think I'll set just so I don't have to look at the thing in the back. I'm gonna set a timer on myself to be like,
I'm,
In an hour-
That's fine. You
an
self-time.
hour 30 from now. Check.
I don't know if you'll be the one installing the batteries. It would probably be me or
it would
Claymore.
probably be Metatron or Claymore because they're both in the back.
Yeah.
Claymore, I assume you do actually occasionally look over and make sure the displays are all fine.
Yes.
Oh, I will have one eye. I will literally have one eye constantly pointed at that. The fake one.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, the cyber one.
But no,
You
occasionally
can do that in the future.
I will occasionally get out of the gun rig and do a once over on the time and whatnot and check vitals.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everything seems mostly okay. You guys haven't done any wacky or wild stunts yet.
right.
So I'm just double checking my notes if there's anything. Yeah. So before you get out of Vallejo Towers, Metatron, Angie's phone gets a ping.
Okay.
Bing, bing.
Like,
It's an
ping is
incoming
in-
call from a Pacifica Investments number. It's listed in her contact information as insurance.
Time to bullshit.
I think you should.
I mean, honestly, I think you should just give it to the fucking agent.
Yeah, I don't know if he's not gonna do anything now because we've riled him up, though.
I mean, if he fucks
I
over,
mean, that sounds like you
He fucks over- he
would want
fucks
to
over
try and
himself.
assess him.
yeah.
I am gonna assess him.
I
So
have a
you
suspicion
look at
now,
the phone,
too.
you look to him, you look at the phone. I mean, he gets
I
first
don't
bit, fiction first. He's going to look
Fair
at this
enough.
guy. He hasn't told you yet. You don't hear it buzz. It's on silent. Duh.
Gotcha.
Yeah. No. How likely is he to fuck us over right
I asked one of the questions from the list, my dude.
Well, that's why he's rolling, but I don't know what his roll is yet.
Oh, sorry. 12.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. So you got 3. What are you thinking here? What's your thing you
Sorry,
want to
let
go
me
for?
get back to the thingy. I have like 50 tabs open too.
Basic moves.
All right.
Patient
SS.
beware of what if I conceal me, how vulnerably, how avoid trouble or hide.
What is a potential complication that I need to be wary of?
On the technical side, so Pacifica's calling. It's her insurance contact. They're probably wondering if she's dead or in the hospital and what they need to do. That's not a direct problem for the job, but you guys know that one, they will want to launch their own independent investigation, which probably means they're going to want to if they're she's in medical stasis, well, we need to know where that is. And that is a complication because you know that Pacifica hates your fucking guts. So if it turns into a normal lean in here and you're looking at, because this is about Brooks, you're looking at him, you don't think he's gonna immediately flip on you, but he is way too stressed out and way too much of a pushover because he obviously he worked with this crazy
that's
lady.
my issue.
A Pacifica insurance investigator is gonna roll him on the GPS data or whatever. You would need to prep him.
Can
first.
Can I put them through to my cybercom without making the conversation public?
Yeah, you got an encrypted cybercom, right?
Yeah, I have encrypted.
Yeah, you can just pick it up on your comms.
Yeah, I'm picking it up on my cybercoms.
Okay.
Hello, who is this speaking?
Are you using your encryption voice filter?
Hello, who is this?
Okay, it says, "Hi there, I'm Kathy Hughes, Pacifica Investments Insurance Investigation. Are you a legally authorized representative, Miss full name?"
Yeah, okay. Question for the legal people.
Angelina Medina?
No, I know I'm not. I know that, Lucky. I very much know that one, but are doctors legal representative for their patient?
Yeah, in this case, you would be, I think.
Okay, so if I was a doctor, or...
Yeah.
I am authorized under the fact that she is currently patient at the medical.
Oh, excellent. Perfect. That's what we were calling to clarify about. We understand that Miss Medina has been inaccessible for several days. We got a delayed insurance emergency report that was never filed up on. So obviously, we are preparing a pre-investigation as to any medical insurance claims she may have under our umbrella. Could you describe her exact medical condition to us and its approximate monetary value? You cannot, by the way.
No, I cannot do that.
I guess that's why I said you made this way more complicated.
No. I have a Lucky. I have a.
Your plans are horrible, by the way.
I know, but I have a plan.
That doesn't sound.
I know, but I have one. Well,
it
could be
appears
worse.
there was.
I mean, I can't stop you from this right now, but I'm letting you know.
Wait, the devices are Medicus devices, correct? Not Pacifica.
Yes, Pacifica
Okay.
does. Yeah, Pacifica. They're finance. They handle the
Okay,
insurance
Dallas, I'm
policy.
gonna tell you this right now. You need to bluff them away. You need to tell them that you need to tell. No, listen. You need to tell them that you are not authorized to speak on medical impairments and impairments, and you need to contact their offices. That's what you need to do. You need to deflect to another corp.
You can't we're not authorized to explain things at this moment. Go ask other. You have to ask others.
Well, I
Yes.
was just gonna say there was a malfunction with the medical equipment.
No, because then they're gonna cause another investigation. You
Okay, fair
you
enough.
have to basically delay everything off of them onto another corp. Because technically we are on a job for medical repair because it is for them. So they know of this situation. So if they get a call from Pacifica asking about this, they'll know enough to either slow down, slow boat, or send them to where they need to go. We are not qualified in any sort of way to deal with this.
I understand. I get what you're going. What's her dad's name?
I don't think he ever got his first name, but he would be.
We would use Mr. Whatever anyway.
Well, yeah, I'm
Mr.
gonna
Yeah,
use him as
Mr.
the
Medina,
contact.
who you know is very high up in Medicus.
And I assume he is the person that is probably indirectly hiring us.
Maybe, I don't know.
Something like that.
But again, it's
I
like
mean, you got your contact through Miss Alba, so.
I would be saying, this is, as you know, a client is very sensitive nature. I'm not permitted to discuss full information. I have to ask that you please contact, and I will give
Mr. Medina.
father name to contact her insurance information. I'm very sorry, but this very high-paying client cannot do certain things under legal obligation.
So roll fast talk. You are bluffing up a storm.
I think you lost the plan bonus, so I can't.
That's not bad. I don't think.
A what?
Yep.
That's like a style.
Oh, style is good. I have.
Well,
I
actually,
think it was.
can I assist by giving him like bullshit medical
I
talk?
mean, you just did feed me information.
Yeah, sure. Roll help. Roll plus links.
I rolled a 7 plus. Wait, actually, what is my links? Let me double check.
You have +2 for me.
Yeah. Okay, then yeah.
Well, it's not reciprocal.
It's personalized.
So
Yeah.
what's on his sheet?
Let me scroll down. Oh, it's
It might
still
be
+2
+2.
anyway, so it's 9.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
All right, so you are implicated in the results, but what?
But I
what
got
was
a
the result
9 in
plus one?
total.
What's my +1?
Including with the
Yeah,
plus
with
one.
the +1, that
Oh,
is a
okay.
9.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, I could have done a lot
Somebody will
worse.
find out. Advance an appropriate clock.
Medica,
That'll be
I would
the
assume.
action clock.
I mean, it's not a bad thing because it's like they're like your dogs get it. Your
What?
dogs
The action clock is now 2100.
Oof.
Oh, la la la.
It's like very well. We apologize for taking up your time. Would you like to submit a name so we can contact you later for you to offer medical expertise in the upcoming insurance investigation? Click.
Yeah,
I'm assuming you just clicked.
as soon as she says, like, would you like to submit the name? It's like, I cannot. It's very nice. Have a good day.
You too, sir. Thank you.
Sorry, Dallas. If I really feel like you were gonna do something weird and dumb. So
No. I mean, I was going to go to it. I was going to say there was a device malfunction.
Yeah.
I mean, that would have been the same role. It's just the question of what are the narrative complications.
Yeah.
No, that makes sense. And honestly, that wasn't, like, too far off. I just did not want to give it to Farouk because, first of all, he's not trained to act under pressure. I don't know his cool. And second of all, he's already pissed off with one of us, so he might accidentally let something slip.
Yeah.
Not even on purpose.
Did you have any hold left over you want to use on him? What did you
On
roll
Farouk?
on assess? Yeah,
he had like 3 left or something.
he should have like 2 left. He spent 1.
What are the potential complications that could come from this person far down the line?
I mean, technically, you already asked that on the thing.
Yeah, but how can I avoid trouble from this person?
How can I avoid trouble? Okay. I mean, just he probably not the same way that like Nezumi is traumatized, but this dude was basically, locked in the basement of a sex drug strip club for like a couple of days.
No, I am actually going to make small talk with him in that case. Not anything related to the job or important, but I do need to calm him down from like
because he's like
being keyed up from 11.
He's pissed off, but he's he's a a corpo engineer type. So
I'll basically just go military types. Am I right? Because no offense, but both of y'all are.
Yeah. No.
So
yeah, you can kind of small talk him and like talk him down. Not necessarily do like therapy time, but just
No, just like because I know how to talk to corpo types.
Maybe you should push your vision on him and talk him what you're all about.
Somehow I feel like as days go on, my vision is becoming less important to me. I need to really reassess my life. Look to what I want to be in the world.
Well, maybe you should reassess.
I mean, you do have time and intimacy. You could still totally do vision thing on.
I mean, just for
I get that you're probably going to change out of that, but this is like I think one of the
one
few
time
times
where it's
you've
actually applied.
had
Yeah,
an
no, I'll
opportunity.
talk to him about it.
Yeah, okay.
About like
yeah.
the unification, more it's unification, technocracy kind of stuff.
Yeah. I actually think you're doing great work here, sharing sensation.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean,
roll stop.
I'm not going to say it's like this is the exact wrong way to use it. I'm not going to say that part out loud.
No.
That's the in my head part.
What?
So roll style.
How prudish.
Well, it's not that. It's that, like, it's more the drug part. I don't give a shit about the sex part.
Yeah, basically, Metatron like probably thinks it's dumb for you to get secondhand high off SimSense when you could be like sharing how to perform a symphony or like how to solve advanced math or some other like.
Clearly, you need to get firsthand blitzed on something.
Well,
That's the way to do it.
more therapy than like therapeutic, like mindfulness kind of. That's more where his
Like,
kind of
explore space in the fucking mountains, you know? Get high in life.
things that bring people together.
So
Yeah.
still,
10.
All right, so you hold 2. You can spend that hold 2, have them give you something they want, do something you ask, fight to protect you or your cause, or disobey an order given by someone with authority or leverage over.
Actually, fuck.
Which-
That's
I'm
actually,
gonna,
Yeah, if you had done that first, it's just I feel like when he tried to talk to you the first time, he got shut down. So
I'm gonna save that.
Do you have
I-
1 million points of light?
No, I don't.
Okay.
No, I know that ability is such bullshit. It's
Yeah.
so vague how it's described that I'm like, so I could just make them do anything.
and you can spend it to do stuff. But yeah, okay, you got him. All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, he kind of like opens up and starts talking about like the technical, the social aspect, the reach, all that stuff.
No, I'm likely going to be saving that hold if I ever need to utter the phrase to him, "Get down, stay here," stuff like that.
Seems fair.
That's the situation I'm saving that for.
Claymore will hold his tongue unless word starts bringing towards the job.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
nothing about the job.
Yeah,
No,
no, I kind of
it's not
figured
like
Metatron's not
irrelevant,
talking
yeah.
about anything job related.
All right.
No, I'm very good at that kind of discretion.
A person in shock times just needs a distraction to think about.
I'm
other
not
things
good
in
at all kinds of discretion. I will freely admit that. But there are types of discretion I am.
Claymore is going to pull out a flask of something alcoholic, take a swig, and I'll pass it around.
I'm still
I
20.
I image Odin trying that and being like, "Yeah, it still doesn't taste great." Sorry, man.
It's fortifying, though. Hold that flask out to the agent.
I'll take my sippy cup.
Yeah, he'll take a healthy slam back.
All righty.
Yeah.
I'll give him the nod.
Squirrel gets done because
Never
they're
know.
freaking drive.
I don't think Squirrel would.
No.
But also Martha's beer. That's why we're vamping.
Yeah.
Brooks is probably like, would you believe the crazy ladies only gave me water?
Jesus.
Well, honestly. Well, actually, I'll now that we talk about it, I want to give him a medical look over. Has he been on the drugs and stuff?
I won't make you roll assess. You've got like a decent cool. Looking at him, eyeballing him, nothing obviously to your like, battlefield medic knowledge. He doesn't have like super dilated pupils. His eyes are a little bloodshot, but that's probably combined with the dark circles under his eyes because he has not been sleeping well. Because like I said, he has basically been not like locked up, but imprisoned in a way in that club for it sounds like a day or two on the old emergency meter, and it's not really conducive to sleep what they do there with the constant bass boosted music.
Well, also despite the fact that they obviously were clients there, this is still a street gang.
Yeah, no. Well, and in fact, if if Metatron asks him a little about that, or you like maybe Claymore asks him like general checkup on conditions.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give him a general checkup now that he seems more cool. But actually, yeah, he was in prison. Why did they imprison him?
Basically, it comes out that he's like it was a huge freak out. Like it was very sudden. I don't know what the fuck was going on. I was in the capture the whole time. Next thing hard crash. Some kind of interference. I don't know if it was with her system or the connection in the place or whatever the fuck. But we couldn't dial out to the insurance. I tried to call him manually. Actually, there is probably one medical problem. His nose has recently been broken and reset. Because he would explain that Blue Steel probably like when he tried to in a panic call 911, she decked him.
Oh,
Right, because
I get it. You
it's a
panicked.
legal operation. They can't bring the cops.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know, now you gave him the sip of the fortifying, and you're having a conversation and talking about like the future and tech and stuff. He's kind of like relaxed. He's like, okay, I lost my head a little. Angie, does drugs, have sex. She's done a couple of like MMA fights, but like is nothing violent. That's why I'm sorry. That's why I was nervous earlier. Not used to gunfire. I'm an arky boy. I'm from the towers.
Claymore, give him a solid nod. But it's like, I understand you've been through some shit.
Yeah, it just, I got a little freaked out. They, had to sit on me. They, I don't know why they had a cryo storage unit right away, but when she went into medical stasis, they got one. Boxed her up, and they talked to. I told them what context to use with MI to get them to like an extract, which I guess you guys.
Yeah.
But after my first freak out, they were concerned I would run straight to MI, and I don't know. I guess bring the trauma team extract down on them, or I would blab about the problem to the other gangs, and they would see it as like a crisis. Which I admit, I don't know a lot about the Kayan geography. Angie does all her own driving, so maybe I would have gotten lost. I mean, he doesn't sit at his desk, though. He goes into the field. The problem is he's still a nerd. He's a field nerd.
It's like, I understand, sir. You've gone through a couple trying days, but again, I'm not going to apologize for yelling at you earlier, but you need to know we are currently on an op right now, and if you're going around asking weird questions about weird times, things might get a little muddied here. So...
I understand. Sorry, it came back to me. Angie's, her dad's high up in the corpo. I've been to corporate security, so I got it now. I just wasn't in my right headspace,
No, I guess.
All right.
I'm gonna, over the course of conversation, try and subtly ask if this was Angie's first time doing Blue Sky.
Or Love.
Yeah,
Is
Love.
that the right...
He probably is like, I think she had some like small doses as like a sample off SimSense though, setup.
Okay.
Kind of taps his head. I don't know. I'm not a medical expert. It could have been something complex. I'm plugged in the SimSense, but I didn't get the feedback. I think she might have been a little smashed when we got there.
Okay.
Got a little limbered up for the show. So
we got a compiling.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
This is probably just my own headspace, but this just all reads corporate assassination to me.
Who knows?
Not my job.
It's not our problem.
I mean, when the corporate death squads come for us, that will be our job.
Yeah. But okay, so, you guys are rolling out, and it is almost to the halfway point. You guys are leaving the Suzaku highways, and you're about to enter the North City, which is, a lot of it has been converted into agriculture fields, quiet office parks, and, stuff like that. Though still within all the arcology stuff. There's a couple towers here, obviously.
So, Omega, what were the corporations around where our destination is? It was
the north side is controlled by Northwest Industries and Medicus.
That's funny.
Okay.
So I have a route to be avoid.
That's very
Northwest.
funny then. So you'll see coming up behind us at this point, there is a large Northwest delivery truck.
Yeah.
Did
Claymore,
you tell us about
see
this?
this
Did
first.
you
Yes,
tell
I
us
would
about
have told
this?
you about this.
Okay.
Yeah, it's you would recognize it by like the an RFID tag or like a serial number or something, and like that's the friendly one.
Okay.
I just didn't
by
want
the
it
way,
to be Medicus
unless you want
been...
to spend it, Odin, your hold on the assess on the previous district will fade because you're out of that situation.
Oh, you're right. I guess would it be fair then to, as we're going into a bridge to another zone, would it be fair to like do like where can I get advantage, or is that not apply anymore?
I mean, I can tell you the answer. It's just you've already got it. The Suzaku Highway is probably where you could get the most advantage. If
All
you
right,
got into
cool.
a firefight there, Suzaku would probably like instinctively move to bail out a familiar vehicle.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
So you've already kind of passed that. It's
All right,
okay.
moving on then.
Oh, well, I was about to say, it's like, was there like, I would have suggested if there was anything hidden, like maybe did we like tip anyone off?
Actually, yeah, that's fair.
I mean, you've already asked it. I've already answered
That's true.
advantage.
True.
Oh, okay,
I was
okay.
being dumb then.
Okay, I'm dumb.
But yeah, so you're following up. You've got the truck behind you. But I think it was Squirrel drove the route earlier, I believe.
Yeah. drove the route, and that's how you learned that there was increased presence around.
Yeah, you're seeing that. You're seeing the BCPD, speed traps
Right,
watching
through
you.
a failure.
You see there are a couple of big four-wheeled, half trucks and subs. I've decided because it may be relevant. Northwest's external security division are called Northwest's field marshals. They're part of their field operations division. So you see some, Northwest Industries, field ops trucks, which are full of marshals.
I was gonna make an infinite dimension of cops joke, but no, that specific investments has their infinite dimension of cops dudes that Claymore killed in the
that would probably be like Payday Cop Waves Pacifica, bank guards and shit. But yeah, so you're seeing this kind of presence, and you're probably trying to avoid the fields, but there's only so much you can do. There's a lot of cross lanes, so you were driving at a slower pace, keeping with the speed limit. Squirrel, I should ask, what are you going to do? Are you going to change your posture at all now that you're in this new area?
In terms of my
driving speed and stuff.
Yeah. I'll probably try to keep within the speed limit around here to try to not draw attention.
Okay. So you're trying to play it cool. You're keeping it normal.
Hey, Metatron, you mind getting back in that net and seeing if you can keep eyes off us Matrix-wise?
Sure.
Will not have you roll to jack in yet. You are not plugging into or logging because you're not plugging into a system. So you slide into the Matrix. You now see yourself, in the greater Matrix network of the city. And you see giant, towers of isolated networks and stuff. Northwest in particular doesn't look like fields. It looks like rows of enormous digital tree, giant redwoods of their, networks all reaching up and linking together at higher levels.
I do not feel safe here.
I'm going to basically try and I don't know how I would mechanically do this.
Yeah.
But flavor-wise, I'm going to try and integrate her her phone network into my deck. Basically trying to get it to benefit off of my my network's concealment and encryption. How I do that.
So I think that falls under root. You can isolate or reintegrate a subsystem, so you could basically.
Yeah, I'm going to temporarily integrate
Matrix,
her matrix system into my deck, which has a military grade.
Yeah. So roll compromise security. Roll +1.
Now this is where I'm going to roll a 1. No, I got a 10.
Okay. So you have 3 hold over the root of her phone. You can spend one of those to basically integrate the system. And
I mean, I've already done what I wanted with the thing, so I'm just going to do that.
Yeah, you're in. It's integrated. It's covered by your stealth and stuff and all those things.
Because Claymore did bring up a good point. I do not want people coming into this.
Yeah.
And if they can get into my deck security, there was nothing I could do anyway.
And more importantly, with all your stealth and stuff, you will have plenty of warning. You will realize that there would be ICE or a hacker trying to find you.
Yeah.
But that's not what they're doing. So I should actually ask. Metatron, the cargo truck, you got a box truck. Where is its position relative to your vehicle? Do you want them behind you, in front of you?
It's 50 feet, 50 or so feet behind us.
Okay, trailing.
Yeah, not very close.
So this thing would have both external cams and rear view and stuff. So Squirrel is driving. Claymore, you're on the gun sights. You're looking around. You may look behind you at this moment.
I should also point out, my lieutenant is with the car.
Okay. That's good to know. So mostly Squirrel and Claymore, and if Metatron is watching the external cameras too, out from around the the back of the vehicle, the box truck, you see a heavy-duty police car. It is everybody who has cybercoms can have TACnet stuff, but
Okay.
I have a relay, so I have like earpieces and stuff. Yeah.
so yeah, you can be in comms. I don't know if you were like literally sharing viewpoints, but three of you have neural interfaces and are plugged into the same vehicle. So yeah, you have a TACnet.
I got one eye, so I can probably at least vaguely see something.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So Odin starts piping the camera view. So this vehicle comes roaring around. It is like a classic police interceptor car. It is armored up as hell. Little narrow slits on the front window. Big roll cages and bumper cars. Giant floodlights. Across the hood in kind of like 80s or 90s action movie font. It says in red paint, blood red paint, "Angry Adam" on the front. And then it clicks on. You hear the click of the loudspeakers, and just what's the most intimidating chase music there could be?
Intimidating chase music?
Yeah, like a car loudspeaker suddenly starts blaring music.
That one theme song from Mad Max Fury Road.
I still haven't seen that, so I don't know.
Same.
Oh, you really need to see that movie.
The
It's
guitar
so
solo
fucking
like
good.
that.
Well, no, I was thinking more of just like.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, welcome to the jungle. But
Yeah, I was about to say that was what I was thinking. Was just kind of like, yeah, the guitar intro for "Welcome to the Jungle" kicks up, and this car starts accelerating rapidly towards you.
okay,
What are you
this
doing,
isn't
Squirrel?
okay. Well, first of all, does Angry Adam ring any bells?
Well,
no.
it's not.
I think
to
that's
us,
Rook.
but it's
That might be a squirrel.
it's one of those things of like Claymore yells out, "Who the fuck is Angry Adam?"
It's like, oh fuck. Okay.
Okay, so I mean, I
Right.
will act through my gang in this turn.
All right.
So my lieutenant will take a shot at the police car.
Okay.
I'm surprised how well. I'm surprised you're so well. Actually, I guess I shouldn't say. I'm surprised you're so willing to shoot at a police car. Even
You
I'm
shouldn't be.
I mean, it's not marked like BCPD or anything. It is.
You know, this isn't. As soon as I saw a
custom.
giant red paint Angry Adam, first of all, that's not a cop car. And even if it was a cop car, I would not actually be hesitant.
This thing is armored. It is loud. It is aggressively built.
This is
Yeah.
a custom like riot car.
This is a repurposed cop car.
interesting.
And you've
She
never
has a
seen this vehicle
military-grade
before,
sniper
Squirrel,
rifle, I
but
should
these
say.
aesthetics remind you of somebody. So
Right.
I think that's just mix it up through your gang.
Yeah,
So-
she just has a military sniper rifle.
Roll meat.
Yes, she is in a nun habit.
Yeah.
What was your
So
beat score?
Claymore, you see out of the passenger side of the
No, it's out of the top of the truck.
Oh, okay. So out of the top of the box truck, a nun with a sniper rifle just
A
leans
small
out and
red-headed nun with a military-grade sniper rifle.
racks the bolt and takes aim at this thing.
And an eye patch.
Of course, a cyber eye patch.
Yes, it's a cyber eye patch, but it's actually a targeting site.
Yeah, it's the Metal Gear 4 eye patch.
I was thinking of Saito from Ghost in the Shell.
Well,
but
no,
either way.
her name, to be fair,
Yeah.
is Mother Maggie,
Yeah.
because I had really a lot of fun naming these people.
Oh, you have names.
I-
That's going to be excellent for when some of
Yes.
them get murdered.
Well, I have names for like 2 of them, and one of them isn't here, so...
But all right, roll meat to seize with gang.
So that's my meat plus the gang?
I don't know if there's a plus a gang. Well, actually,
Or would it be the gang's meat?
Well, no. Remember,
they
if
don't
you
have a
have,
meat,
if
it's
you have
you.
if you have a gang, you get a +1 against things smaller than you.
yeah, there's no custom move about this. This is one man in a car, so you get a +1, but you are rolling your meat because this is you seize
It's your
through
fiction.
them. Mix it
Okay,
up
so I get a net 0. Got it.
because you -1 when you get a +1 because you're using a gang. They're big.
It could be worse. 7.
Alright. Okay. So you seize your objective. You keep the car from, getting up and on the vehicle. But you must choose 2 from this list. You make too much noise, advance the relevant mission clock. You take harm as established by the fiction. An ally takes harm as established by the fiction, or something of value breaks. So
Okay,
pick
not
2
doing
from
that
the
last one. Definitely the first one.
Okay. So
I don't know.
goes
I
up.
don't know how a sniper rifle going off doesn't trigger that.
Yeah.
So
Fair enough.
I'm gonna say I take harm.
Okay.
Which means the gang, I guess, in this context.
I don't know. It's whatever the MC decides.
Yeah, you take harm as established by the fiction. So I think it makes sense established because it's your gang. It's fighting through your gang. So I'm gonna have to look up how harm works for.
I mean,
gangs.
you could jostle our car. And I am next to a very heavy container.
We're also in an Armor 2 vehicle, my dude.
True.
Oh, you think that matters for this confrontation?
Yeah, no,
In terms of perfect harm removal.
I
Yeah, no, I think rather than get into the complexities of how like half your gang takes harm, we'll do it for old Metatron boy.
Yeah.
So
I
here's
was
what
just thinking
happens.
I get decked by what's her face?
Oh
The
yeah, you
coffin.
just get with a box. But yeah, I feel like that'll work.
Don't
So
damage it though.
basically, well,
Yeah, it's a metal container versus a skinny Twinkie ass teenager. The box is not going to be damaged.
so here's what's up. Your gang like starts doing support fire. Sniper shots start landing on the roof. This is also armored, but it's a pretty high-powered sniper rifle. So whoever's driving Angry Adam has to, take defensive moves. But before he gets there, there is a box on the top which opens up, and a grenade tube starts firing.
God damn it.
Boom, boom, boom. Several of them explode off to the side. It's not a perfect aim, so let me. Yeah, I think the only person who's not in a state to be secured would be Metatron. So you would take 4 harm, reduce it by the 2 harm of the car. Do you have any armor on you in disguise?
Yes, I do.
Okay, what armor
I
do you
have
have?
the one subtle. Because
Okay.
I was dressed as a priest because I was going to. My cover was going to be on a chaplain.
Okay.
Is that
All
the
right.
thing?
All right, so you would reduce that 4 harm by 3, as basically you're not hit with a grenade, but you are, you're sitting in the
Rattled.
chair as the crypt slides and like bangs your shins and stuff. I would like you to roll the suffer harm move. Roll plus harm suffered.
Okay, so
Roll plus 1.
Oh boy.
all right. Is low good on this one or
Yes.
is it high? Okay, low
Low's
is
good.
good.
Yeah.
Of course. 11.
Okay, 10 plus. Choose one. You're out of action, unconscious, trapped, incoherent, or panicked. Take the full harm of the attack before it was used by armor. Lose use of a piece of cyberware until you can get it repaired. Lose a body part.
I think it's a big step considering the circumstances.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, this is
I'm
what you get for
thinking.
picking yourself gets harmed.
I mean, it makes more sense, but
Panicked.
no. I think I'm just gonna take full harm.
All right. Okay, so your harm clock, you don't have to roll again, but your harm clock is actually increased by 4 as, holy shit, this crypt is heavy.
How much stars on the... You're at 4 or
Claymore.
6. Okay.
Sorry, I forgot the name. Claymore. Basically, you hear that, you see the grenade shots, and you probably, like, start yelling something about evasive action, but Squirrel's already, like, getting you off there. The APC rocks on its suspension, and you hear metal scraping and sliding, and then you hear probably Metatron go oof, and maybe some crunchy bone noises.
So my
Behind
harm
you.
would be 400.
Yeah, I think it starts at 00. Where is the harm?
Or it'd be 1500, I guess. So it goes to 22.
Dear.
Does
Deeply.
it start at 1500 or is that the first marker?
Hold on,
That's
I'm going to
first
pull up
mark.
the playbooks.
Yeah, where's the harm clock?
No, I see the harm clock. I just don't know how to read it.
Well, you have to fill in like 4 bubbles, don't you?
Yeah, you fill in 4 bubbles, that's it.
Oh, 4 bubbles.
3.
Okay, so I'm
So
at
you are at
22.
22.
Jesus!
That's pretty bad.
Even Traumaderms can't help you that way.
I would say my legs are broken.
Yeah, no. He is like clearly, fractured legs, and he is stuck in the chair. What are you guys doing?
I'm
He
gonna
did
fuck-
seize control of it,
Nice.
so basically his gang and the box truck have boxed out Angry Adam. That is not a problem right now.
All right, well, fuck.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to fucking swear.
You keep out the
And-
gum. I'll try to I'll try first aid. I can do this.
Do
I
you
don't-
have a med kit? Oh, you probably
I do now. Yeah. I do.
I mean, he has he can spend the thing for it if you
I
want
mean,
to.
if he doesn't, I actually do also have trauma derms.
You also have trauma derms on your person, so.
But also, I can't. Trauma derms don't work on me right now.
Yeah.
Right, then what would?
First aid.
Yeah.
No, it's
There's
just
an
the
actual
just
item of the
like
first aid kit.
Yeah.
Right, because the trauma derms just automatically does it for you. Okay, that's what it was.
Yeah, no, I have a first aid kit.
Yeah.
Right, you
Worry
don't
about
need-
me
right,
later.
Right, you
Worry
don't
about
need
this
the item
now.
for it. You just okay, right? That was. All right,
Drive.
Well, I
I'm not
can't do
driving.
anything.
Driving.
All right, well, I'm gonna tell Owen to shut up. I'm gonna move the fucking case off of him, and I'm gonna pull out my. Let me see. What did I name this damn thing?
By the way, I want to read the description. Harm 4. These injuries probably require hospitalization. They give hardened veterans pause.
Yes, I have an EMT kit. The cross.
Yes, allows you to apply first aid to characters at any level of harm.
Yes.
Right, it just the trauma derms, like I guess, like automatically let you do it if you're only at half.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't automatically do it. They allow you to apply first aid at that lower level.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So you do the move, apply first aid. So you're gonna rush over to Metatron and like pull out your kit.
I'm gonna pull out my kit because I need to
Okay.
avoid. Like, I don't think I can do anything about the broken leg, but I need to make sure he avoids shock. I'm gonna have to stab him with some needles.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So I will
Probably
roll.
give him like a
I'm going
safety
to roll to
split to
help.
make sure.
Mhm.
Okay, so you are gonna. I mean, you're in an ambulance. It makes sense. You're gonna climb out the back and assist.
I was about to say, if no one has a first aid kit, I think we could probably bullshit our way into. There is
No,
one
no.
in this car.
Claymore has an EMT kit, so nobody needs to worry about lost inventory.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm
So
gonna
Claymore,
roll-
you slide the crypt back into position with your big beefy cyber arms.
Yeah. Actually, I don't have
Um,
cyber arms, but I should get some.
Do you have muscle? I feel like you had some kind of augmentation. Like, do you have muscle?
No,
cracks
he's
or
just
something?
swole.
No,
Oh,
I
he has
have
like the muscle fibers.
No, I have dermal. I have the subdermal. I have the dermal.
Subdermal armor.
What's
Okay,
up, muscle
so yeah, no,
dress, I
you're
thought?
you're just huge. Got
I'm
it.
huge.
Yeah.
You
I
still
mean,
slide it out of the way. It's
Yeah.
fucking.
I
Alright,
meet -1, so
Odin. Sorry, I'm forgetting your names for some reason tonight. Odin, roll help.
Right,
Plus
I'm
links.
gonna roll +3, so because I have 3. That was a 2.
So 5. Okay.
No,
Alright.
that was a 2 on one of the die. One of the dice fell off my desk.
Oh, well, so re-roll the other die. Don't give me half numbers. Give me final numbers.
Right, gotcha.
Because if you tell me a low number, I'm gonna be like, aha, I've got you.
someone other than Dallas gets punished by the dice.
Let's see, that was a 2 and a 3, so that's an 8.
Okay, so you are bound by the results, but blah blah blah. So, with a +1, roll plus cool
I roll plus
to
cool.
apply first aid.
I roll. Let's see here. So that's. Wait. Do I get the +1? I forgot.
Yeah, he just got a
Yes,
+1.
Okay.
He helped.
Okay. So that's 3. So I do. I roll an 11.
All right, if their harm clock is more than 2100, which it is, they reduce their harm by 1 segment. So you go from 22 to 21.
Can you reapply? Can you do the roll again at another point, or
Maybe
no.
at another point, but not right
no,
now.
it says
Not back
once
to
a
back.
character has been given first aid, first aid will not heal them further until they suffer harm again. First
Okay,
aid cannot heal missing body parts or damaged cyberware.
Well, it's good that he took the harm then. So yeah, you're down to 3 harm, which I do believe does not say anything about the hospitalization.
No, and I can trauma derm myself once.
Serious
I get out of
injuries, major cuts, bullet wounds, blah blah blah. Normal people will be in shock. Hardened veterans will keep going. So maybe a little bit of shock.
it. No, my character would not be in shock. At
I
that.
thought we
right,
had
yes,
this-
you've been blown up before. Right, you're fine.
I thought we
Uh,
had this king strapped down. Holy shit.
Also, my backstory. I'm very used to getting shot at.
Okay. No, I mean you were just hit with a couple of splash damage from 40mm grenades. So
Oh no!
There's
my
only
God.
so
Okay, that
much
I'm
to
probably
spend.
not used to.
yeah, no. In case you missed that, the Angry Adam has mounted grenade launchers and machine guns. It fired at you.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Squirrel. While you're alone in the cockpit, these guys, go back to treat his wounds. Farouk is probably like very pale, just like, okay, it's fine. His legs aren't broken. It's fine.
No, I'm fine. I'm
No, they're just a
fine.
bit. I don't think it's a fracture, but damn close.
Oh, I mean, no, they were broken. Like,
No,
they're
he
definitely
required
broken. I'm
hospitalization pre the first aid. So
No, I basically set the bone. I wrapped them tight.
Yeah.
I basically stabbed. I stabbed him with like a little bit of like maybe a morphine. Then gave him
I was like, "Where's the adrenaline? Give me the adrenaline."
I'm like, no, you're not like. I'm not a fucking anesthesiologist, man. I can't just give you the fucking the full thing.
I wonder if there's like in our cyber future, there's like nanogel that like knits your bones back together.
It's like, trust me, right now.
there's probably bone accelerants, but that's not what he's applying an EMT kit. That's not what you do here.
Yeah.
It's like, no, trust me, you're making enough adrenaline on your fucking own right now.
You probably, like I said, you probably apply some kind of like smart fabric collar that like sets the bones and binds them in place and like hardens to protect them.
Yeah.
You know, like a quick cast kind of thing.
Yeah.
You shoot him up with some painkillers.
Don't run anymore.
No shit.
Yeah.
Don't run for like a minute.
Right.
Spoilers: Metatron will not be sprinting anywhere for the foreseeable future. But
Yeah.
yeah, Squirrel. You know there's a car back there causing trouble.
I would like to study that car. I'm having very
Roll assess.
very much the suspicions of like I don't want to be him. Don't want to be him.
Yeah. So you roll to assess.
I'll roll assess.
Those dice went out of control.
Of course. Am I still the only person that's been in serious harm?
I've taken harm, but it's not serious. I'm literally built not to get hurt.
Yeah.
I'm usually wearing armor or avoiding usually the most biggest vector half the time.
Listen, if you can, just deflect all your wounds on me. I'll take it.
Yeah, let's see here. 6 plus 2 is 8.
So you have one hold. Which of the questions would you like to ask?
Yeah.
I think if you wanted to know who this was, it's like, what do I notice despite an effort to conceal? That's my 2 cents, though.
Probably a pretty.
Yeah. Marth Mike must be going out because he says that.
Conceal. Okay. So Squirrel, you're watching closely on the cams. You're not even watching where you're driving. You've got second skin. You can just tell the car to drive straight with your brain. So you're watching the rear sight cameras. Like you've got the backup cam. Claymore unplugged, so the machine gun sight camera is still pointed back as well. So you see, this car doing like, sudden stops, harsh cut-ins. It's not slim enough to dive under the box truck, but it's like driving around in circles, dodging gunfire. One of the windows wheels down, and a hand wearing a leather jacket sticks out. It is holding a sawed-off shotgun. You recognize that gun. That is a very custom sawed-off, double-barreled 8-gauge shotgun, which, if you remember correctly, is loaded with custom tire popper rounds. Cathode made that specially for Rook.
Just like...
Fucking like actual like tracer weapon, like fucking like car chase weapon. Fuck.
Which he fires, the box truck kind of weaves out of the way, though it blows off like a chunk of the wheel well and some of the front grill. Shotgun retreats back in to get reloaded.
Sorry, guys. I need to take care of a problem here.
You keep driving. I'll shoot him.
I will endeavor to sit still.
All right, Squirrel, what do you do?
I'm going to... Let's see here.
You still have, I believe, all of your holds from Hot Shot Driver as well.
You just spend a whole
It's like,
to
well, like,
person.
but no, actually,
Yes, I do.
Claymore will actually poke his head and is all like, do you want to deal with him, or do we need to deal with him?
I want to deal with them.
Copy that. And I'm going to give Odin a fucking
So
eye.
I'm going to... let's see.
All
I
right,
still have 3
I'll
hold.
get back in the seat.
Well, first of all, I think Squirrel should immediately mark EXP for vengeful.
Yeah, so I think
Going out of his way to do the thing.
let's see here. Well, I guess one hold is right. I have to fiction first. So, oh yeah, good question. How many other vehicles are around other than the boss car, this one, and us?
There aren't a lot of cars on the highway. There are some like vehicles parked on the side, but you're not currently being pursued by anybody else.
I
yet.
just remember it is kind of the dead of the night.
Is it?
Is it the dead of night?
we picked
Is
the
it?
night time to do this.
I think
thought
you
it was
picked evening.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We picked evening, so
yeah. I think we
coming
picked
now.
evening.
So it's
Yeah,
not
it's
the
not
dead
the
of
dead
night.
of the
It-
night,
like
it's
it's
just
it's only
like-
been like 45 minutes.
Like dinner
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
It's you drove along the coast at sunset, so now it's twilight. Not that it's actually twilight, because this again, the angry item is covered in sirens, lighting rigs, loudspeakers.
Do we have any straps? I think I might need to strap this crate down. I don't want it flying off again.
Yeah, it's
Please
an
do
expensive
that.
straps. You can resettle it.
I'm gonna resell it and strap it down. Like I said, this is a Squirrel show right now, so I'm hands off right now.
Yeah, I guess I'll. He can drive and she can drive and car fight at the same time. I guess I'll just sit here.
Yeah, I can.
I mean, him car fighting is on the plan. It's just keep going.
We got extra time. Don't worry.
Here's
Ooh.
cards. By the way, the tags on the angry atom. Okay. It's fast and
Yeah, I
aggressive.
can't-
Loud.
Yeah, I can't really talk through what I want to really do because of VC being bad.
Okay.
You want to do
All
some
right. So
crazy
you want to dismay, but also maintain control. Okay.
Yeah, being aggressive, but yeah.
So what probably happens is you slam on the brakes. Good thing Claymore just strapped the crypt down. So
It's like-
Squirrel goes from obeying the speed limit, so probably like 60 miles an hour, 70 miles an hour kind of stuff. But dead stop, tires screech. The box truck goes one way, and just you rear end the angry atoms right into its crash bumper, just bonk, and then you throw it in reverse and just drive backwards.
Oh, for the
No, not over, because it's frightened or dismay, but basically like you force him to a full stop, and then you go in reverse, and then you slam it forward and peel away, maintaining control the whole time. So your box truck
Yeah.
is now in front of you. The bumper, like the front bumper, which is one of those big beefed up bumpers on the angry atom, is like all smashed up and dented. You see cracks in the armored glass. Sparks flying out from under the hood. The tires are smoking as whoever is driving tries to like fight to get it back in gear and get to pursuing you. Probably
Yeah.
firing the mounted machine gun wildly in your direction, but not really hitting you at all. So yeah, what do you want to do now?
Right, just like take. Okay, now I want to.
Claymore is gonna pop in and it's all like, "You got a pretty good hit in, but we still got a job to do." And I'll look towards I'll point ahead at the road ahead.
By the way, all the like gunfire and sharp stops probably shaved an extra 10 or 15 minutes off your estimated timer.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I bought spares.
All right, so just gonna slam it in and drive away. Let's see. Well, I will say this one of two ways. You could just spend a hold to ditch a pursuing vehicle. Otherwise, I'm gonna ask you to act under pressure to just get the fuck out of here.
Let's see here. I'm going to use my last hold to escape the pursuing vehicle.
Sick.
All right. Yeah, you slam it back into gear. You were in control the whole time, and just right out of there, peeling off. You jump an irrigation ditch onto an access road, and then cut back and cut onto another highway. And, you're back in the plane, and peeling away.
Yep.
Behind you, you guys hear sirens. Some of the BCDP speed traps have activated. Some of the Northwest guys kind of like congregate around there because there was, some gunfire and some back and forth. As we talked about the check, and it's not the action clock is a what is it? Where did I put that?
How many seconds are left? I guess is the way to put it.
You're at 22, so shit's.
We got 2 left. Okay, fuck. Okay. At least the dot wasn't over when it filled.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when you hit 0-0, it is over.
Yeah.
The opposition gets you.
Okay. Why is this our most difficult job?
Well, there was a lot of build up to the
Because-
alternating clocks and stuff.
Yeah, because we have a lot
Yeah,
of clocks.
clocks are getting marked up, and some failure rolls, some other rolls, etc.,
Yeah, so
etc.
2200 is
Plus spending
target
3
calls on external
cred
access
on
and
the job.
locks down everything that has. So, basically, right now, you guys are having to hop roads frequently. Every time you find a corporate border road that's controlled by Northwest, it is blocked up. There are 2, field ops cars with armed guys sitting at them who waving you off. They don't try and stop and shoot you, but everything going on is locking down, running tolls. You probably see some some PNN choppers in the air, some cross nexus chopper traffic management choppers or drones in the air. It's got the heat. You're getting pretty close to the meeting though. You've got maybe Squirrel's gunning it, so probably 15-20 minutes left. Anybody doing anything immediately? Mr. Brooks has retreated once again into the hole of trauma.
Have the people that are at the meeting site contacted me at all?
They probably have not told you about anything going wrong.
So my gang hasn't contacted me there?
Did you?
I put
did you
10
tell them
members
to
at the
check in
meeting
with you?
place. I left 10 members back at the blue sky area. And then the last 20 were in that truck.
Okay, so
And they're now
you have
probably
your
had to
guys at the. What I mean is you told the guys to at the site to contact you when they got there, or what? What are
No,
you asking?
if anyone weird is waiting for us.
No, they have not given you any reports. Nothing unusual is happening.
Basically,
Now.
if we're walking into an ambush, send me a text.
They won't though, because we mechanically don't know if it's an ambush until what's his face rolls get paid. But
It's very true.
I'll do my best.
we'll see when you pick stuff. But for now, there's not your gang hasn't sent you a text or message about anybody trying to intercept you at the job site. It doesn't look like Medicus is gonna just shoot you full of holes when you arrive.
Cool.
Anybody else doing anything in particular right now?
I'm gonna ask, do you have any suggestions in mind? Because I'm.
Well, what's the
I mean, no. This is just you just broke free from a high tension situation. Does anything have any particular they want to be doing? Any moves you want to make? Any narrative things you want to bring up? Any other shit?
That's
the man who has all the gear hold want to I don't know, pull out a spare tire.
I mean,
pull out
I
some
actually,
Can we
medications.
I don't know. Is there a way we can check the vehicle diagnostics?
The vehicle's fine. You weren't directly harmed.
Okay, sick.
I guess
All
the
right.
back of it. Yeah.
I mean, you may want to give it a paint once over before you return it. There is some mild shrapnel damage from when you got grenaded a little bit.
Can I
and your back
spend
bumper
the
is
whole to be
scuffed.
I reserved a not a chop shop, but I guess an auto body reservation? Just
I mean,
after-
No, that would be
No,
at best intel. And even then, I don't even know if that works for the move to use intel.
Honestly, I feel like that's just an after moment. After we've done, we just take the Suzaku to a dude. We pay him a cred. It's hey, can you clean this up? Can you detail this real quick? And then we take it back. I don't think
fair
we have
enough.
to. We don't have to make it.
I
more
have
complicated than
cred
that.
for that. I can say cred for that.
But all right. But no, Claymore, checks the gun cam feeds, make sure there's no pursuant. checks the crypt, make sure that's okay. You know,
like I said, you shaved off a couple extra minutes there. You're like 15 minutes ahead of schedule, but you're also like slamming about as fast as.
I'll pass free at that flask again. I think he needs it.
Oh yeah, your flask is now empty.
And that's fine.
He continues to like clutch it in his hand as a safety blanket in the meantime.
And now I have to check on Metatron. Is that your legs?
I actually, oh my god, I want to schedule. This is so dumb. I want to schedule something for me to do on social media for tomorrow.
Okay, what?
I'm going rock climbing tomorrow.
That's
yeah. Okay, yeah, that's easy. You don't need to roll anything for that.
You're gonna need some like illegal boat
You
accelerator.
need a heavy boulder, a very heavy boulder.
Yeah.
But
so you arrange a cover up for why your legs are injured.
That's very smart.
Yeah.
And then then I'm gonna pop my head in the front. It's like, so I'm just gonna look to Squirrel and just be like, personal business.
Yeah.
This is probably the most emotive you've ever seen Squirrel. Gotta be honest.
You can hear the anger.
That son of a bitch.
I see. It's like,
Yeah, you didn't roll assess. You wouldn't know. Claymore knows who this guy is, but hasn't put two and two together.
no. It's just one of those things. It's like,
The moment when Squirrel learns that Claymore's the reason why Rook is like this.
we'll see.
Not entirely.
But
No, I'm excited for that moment happens because Squirrel's gonna have a very mix of feelings.
but
You don't know. You don't know other people's feelings.
But Claymore just goes, gonna keep it close to the chest.
Yeah, it's not important right now. You guys are not involved with it.
All right. You know, he'll reach
At that moment, from a field of megacorn, the angry Adam, smoking, comes tearing out of a sideway, jumps the irrigation, and drives directly down the center line of the highway, straight at you.
Jesus.
Okay.
Wee-woo. Big double high beams in your face.
Okay. Two things. Claymore, get on the freaking gun.
Roger that
Other
shit.
thing, I'm going to drive straight at this guy.
Okay.
I also
So
help.
what's
Mix
your
up with your
intent
car?
when playing chicken? Are you gonna smash into him, or are you gonna dodge at the last second? Are you gonna try and intimidate him off the road? Like, what's your angle with driving straight?
I
at him?
want to harm his car.
All right. Mix it up. Roll plus
I want
heat.
to
You-
seize
you
the
get power
quality
on
of his
this, right?
car.
Yeah, I use power.
Yeah,
I would
so-
like to assist
Yeah, you
him.
roll
Fine.
6 instead of me plus your curse power.
So you can roll to help.
I'm
Yeah.
going to help. Basically, I will basically.
By the way, I know I'm not supposed to reveal what moves I use, but one of the loner moves is attack from the front.
Omega, I would also like to assist by having
You get
I
a
don't-
+1 for me, because you're still
well,
on
I
the
don't think we
land.
need to assist. He's already got like 50 million plus ones.
Yeah, I know, but I guess I'll give him a plus. I rolled a 10.
Yeah, but Omega, I bought this box shot. God damn it! I'm doing the Dark Knight thing.
We'll
Right.
see if it gets that far. Technically,
no.
those guys are behind you
Right.
still because you cut corners.
Right, the contacts.
You can keep it
Right,
for later.
helping is connected with links, right? And that's links with the person you're helping.
Yeah,
It's on
Okay,
his-
I,
Claymore rolls
uh,
plus his link.
yeah. I rolled.
Okay.
I rolled a 9, and I have a
Okay.
+1 links with you, so that's 10. So you get a +1
Okay.
from me.
Okay.
and you get +1 for the
Trying
plan.
to-
You're still following the plan.
Yeah, he hasn't failed yet, and Odin did technically tell you to drive around or through anything in your way.
Yeah. Okay, time to do it. Yes, okay, so right, I have a right. Power is +2. I have sensitive +1, help +1 plus other things, so +5. Uh, So that is 8 plus a 5 is 13.
Jesus.
You
Foiled
seize whatever.
again. Okay. So you seize the thing. You achieve your goal. You don't have to pick one of the options.
Okay.
So you're aiming to damage his car. So yeah, you're just like, fuck you, I'm bigger. You are driving a armored fighting vehicle, backed up by a machine gun, and you just head on slam into this thing. The crumple zones, go. You guys kind of bounce off each other. The angry Adam bounces off more than you do, but you hit the front of his car. That's where his engine block is. That's not how the engines on the APC work. I think those are buried somewhere in the armored hull. So the car does, a flip end over end, lands in the ditch, and clearly incapacitated, smoke coming out. The door gets kicked open, and Rook climbs out. I'm imagining in my brain, he looks a little bit like save as, copy as. Thank you. Shut the fuck up. I'm imagining him looking a little bit like the guy from the old Cyberpunk 2020 cover, like that kind of like hairstyle, leather jacket.
All right.
It has he has symbols like a chess piece, the Rook on it, but he's carrying the shotgun, and
Is his face like fucked up too?
So it's basically like the Mad Max of Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, hence Angry Adam, yeah.
Oh,
Angry
God
Adam,
damn.
Mad Max.
I just now got that. I feel like an idiot.
I even said the Mad
Yeah.
Max
Same
thing
here.
earlier.
I feel like the Angry Adam is a little subtle because it's a different alliteration, but yes, that's what I was going for. But so he kicks it out, strolls out of the ditch, double-barreled, 8-gauge shotgun in one hand, and he shouts, oh god, my notes are organized. I gotta work on where my tabs are. He shouts, Toby! Squirrel, what do you do?
I'll be like, well, before that,
If I do, I'll just like flash the bird.
He flips you the bird as well.
Who
I
the
was like,
fuck is that?
I can
Who
still
the fuck
hit
is
it.
that?
Wait, no,
Claymore,
wait.
by the way, you recognize this guy now. He looks
Oh.
like he's hit the gym since then, and maybe got some chrome installed, but you're pretty sure you plugged this guy in a fiery car crash months ago, years ago? You don't fucking know.
Holy shit.
Ain't nowhere you can hide, Toby.
Hey, Squirrel, I still got a B on this guy. Can I just shoot him?
You broke up there.
Oh, sorry. I was all like, hey, I still got a beat on this guy. Do you want me to shoot him?
Not right now.
All right, it's your beef.
Squirrel, what are you doing?
What do you mean by a beat? You mean you shot him and he didn't die?
No, man. Nah, that's...
What I'm doing is just currently just drive.
Nah, that's...
Gonna fucking drive away. Cold as ice. Okay.
No, that's Squirrel's problem. You don't get involved with someone else's revenge.
Like,
Yeah,
oh,
he
yeah,
just
did
drive
I?
away. He is on foot.
You
You
did?
have not totaled, but you have disabled his car for now. So yeah.
did I do ventral there?
Yeah, you know, you...
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
that
get
was
eventually. You get your
clearly-
XP.
Yeah.
But yeah, Odin is like, maybe now, but I guess I'm used to being the
Okay.
person that does people's problems.
Actually, yeah. I guess. I mean, as you drive away, he's gonna dump both barrels of his, flechette tire shredder rounds into the back of your car. If you want to avoid the gunfire, roll to act under pressure.
Sure.
Plus your bone number. Plus,
Alright. Cool.
Plus power. This is a nice car.
that. Plus that.
Too bad
And
you
the
got to give
plan.
it back.
4, 5. Yeah.
This car normally costs 8, but you rented it, so.
So
I
that's
think you still gotta pay 8 though.
so that's a 5
Don't
plus
pay
a
8, I think you
5
paid
is a 10.
All right, yeah. So you're fine. You do it, no problem.
Big numbers.
Claymore, Claymore and Metatron, you guys are both in the back row. you actually see, because this thing is a 4-harm sawed-off shotgun. You actually see the indent on the back panel, which is where your armor is usually the weakest, of the flechettes digging into the back plate of this APC. Plunk, plunk. Luckily, it doesn't hit any cars or anything vital, so fuck out.
That's why I think the Mad Max
I'm
video
not
game.
in my right mind, so I'll yell at the motherfucker. Hey, I have to pay for that. Fuck off.
He just kind of loads shotgun with malicious intent in the background as you drive.
No, I understand. I'm just like I'm half high off of adrenaline right now.
Oh yeah, no, you are adrenaline to the gills, and Claymore shot you up with a painkiller. Like, you're doing great right now. You're invincible right now. But no, like just again, remember, it's twilight. There's the smoking car on one side, and just in your rear lights, you see, this guy who looks like a cyberpunk Terminator Mad Max man, just, dumps out two, two enormous. Like I said, these are 8-gauge shotgun shells. They are huge.
Oh, like the
Lucky you can't control it. I can't control it.
And then just, from a pocket of his leather jacket, just slot, close the breech, and just watches you drive away. But yeah, no, that's about where we're there. You guys are coming up on the rendezvous point. You get on a highway outside a medical park. Clearly, Medicus controls this. You see, a couple of MI security guards like watching the street checkpoints, but you guys are, waved on through. You pull into the parking lot of this nondescript medical park. There is a private unmarked ambulance, something sleek and hatchbacked, actually no, it would be an air ambulance. So there's a helo parked in the parking lot waiting. You see Miss Alba there and a couple of technicians as you guys pull up and park. Mm-hmm. So, anything you guys want to say to each other or the fixer before we roll to get paid?
No questions, or
I'm gonna look through the medical equipment.
What in the bus or?
Yeah. Do they have any crutches?
Right. Yeah, it's a field.
Okay, I'm gonna snag those.
Yeah. They've got some like flexible, field stuff.
Maybe you need to get cyber legs.
I'm not gonna get cyber legs. They're just fractured. They're not like.
He just has cracked shins.
Yeah.
So yeah, Metatron gets on some crutches. Anybody else? Anything you want to say to each other, or any,
I'll just be everyone. Just give them the line. Be cool.
Like ice.
Metatron leans slightly drunkenly on his aluminum crushes.
Metatron,
I'll go.
Metatron, I'm gonna need you to be quiet for real, man.
Squirrel, you stay in the car.
I give a thumbs up.
Right.
Metatron, you stay in the car too.
I'm staying in the fucking car.
Claymore, I guess you want to just.
Don't worry, I got it. I got it, man. Go talk.
All right, I'll deal with that.
All right. So you get out. Farouk kind of like looks around a little surprised.
Oh yeah, I also probably quick change back into my suit that I put in a box.
You peel out of the scrubs. You're in the suit.
It's like
adjust your tie.
Claymore will know with Farouk. Farouk, stick with me.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, basically, Odin climbs out the side door, back in his suit, adjusts his tie, pulls on his little gloves,
Pat the gun in my coat.
Yeah,
I miss you.
Good evening, everybody, kind of stuff. The back hatch pops open. Claymore gets out, pulls the crypt out. You've got you did pretty good time. You've got a solid maybe hour and a half, hour 45 left on the clock.
Sick.
Nothing too jangled.
Well,
yeah, Squirrel really put the pedal to the metal in that last third of the operation.
I guess I'll hand them the spare bits.
Yeah.
I guess to be polite.
I think we fluffed. That was the gear you got from the job anyway, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, we didn't need these. You can have these back.
Mhm.
Farouk kind of pops out. Alba's, sitting there, smoking a cigarette, or completely white business suit, white reflective shades, and I'm like, you picked up something a little extra. Excellent. Give us a moment while we verify the package, and then we will discuss price.
Mhm.
So the technicians, sidle up. They're kind of backed by like. It's weird to see a field medic corpo soldier, but it's a stand by the genre. So you see a couple of guys on the elite package, kind of like, approach Claymore, one hand on their PDWs or SMGs slung across their chest.
Mhm.
They're not quite as bad as Trauma Team is in the opener of Cyberpunk 2077, where they're just assholes to you for no goddamn reason.
Claymore will back off, but I will still have a hand on my own personal defense weapon.
I mean,
So,
all I can imagine is they just look like hospitaliers to me.
Listen, we're doing
Yeah,
a bunch.
so
We're doing a bunch of soldiering posturing right now.
Yeah, because you count as a small gang, you successfully get to dick measure with like 4 of them. They kind of stand there, kind of like, "Can we take this guy? I don't know if we can take this guy."
You don't want to take this.
The technicians, go over it. One of the medics, comes in and actually like, checks Farouk's eyes and starts asking him like, basic shot questions like, "Hey, how are you? How are you, sir? Are you okay?
He's not.
Do you
okay.
have any pain anywhere?" And he's like, "Only emotional."
I will go up to Miss Alba.
No.
Okay.
No,
Go to
I
the
have
car.
to give her something. I'm not going to
Yeah.
talk.
Oh.
He's got her personal effects.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a box.
Okay, holding the box. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
you hand her
actually-
the box.
I actually do need to tell her one thing, but it's going to not be. I promise, I'll be fine.
Yeah, okay. So you hand her the box. What do you say to her?
Turn.
I'll just tell her about the insurance company call and where I redirected it.
Yes, don't worry about that. We'll handle that.
Okay.
One of the technicians, gives a thumbs up. So roll to get paid, Odin.
All right. Plus 3.
See, it was fine.
Yes, you have 3 unfilled segments on the legwork clock.
Sick.
That's a 5 and a 4.
Pretty good.
12.
All right.
Let me
So
check the thing.
choose 3 from the list.
I choose 4 actually.
Yeah, you get an extra.
Ooh,
For an
excuse me.
ambush, you are paid in full. The employer is identifiable.
I
meaning
think
you
I
attract
pick
attention.
everything but the player is identifiable because that doesn't matter right now.
That's usually how you guys operate.
Ow.
All right. So all of these guys
I
are
kind
like
of wanted it to be an ambush. I'm not gonna lie.
all these guys are unmarked.
I mean, I could pick that. I could not pick that if you want me to. But
I think for right now, I think we acted on the up and up.
If
Yeah.
if I didn't have my legs blown off, I would probably insist.
Derek, because you need to be able to run first.
Yeah, you're at 3 harm. You are gonna need like bed rest and shit to heal harm between missions. I gotta double check how that works because you're very banged up again.
It's always me.
It's because you're the squishiest.
Maybe you should wear more
Well, no,
armor.
it's that's the in-universe reason. The real reason is because the dice in this game hate me.
Correct. Dallas, I
I
think
think
you rolled it.
No,
Rolled
no,
a
I
10
think
on
I've
harm.
rolled harm. I've rolled harm with 1 harm twice, and both times I've rolled 10.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
and
that's like you got
had
knocked
to
out and-
actually like take the full harm.
Yeah.
Yeah, he took a rifle round in the spine last time. His vest caught it, so he didn't die, but he also passed the
Yeah.
fuck out. That's how he got captured.
Yep.
But yeah, okay. So these guys are basically all unmarked. This flying ambulance is red and white, no corpo markings, nothing. They pull the crypt into the
They were
back.
never here.
Everybody piles up in.
I'm gonna mark the 2 experience, so 1 for the option, and 1 from getting paid.
So everybody mark an EXP because that was one of the options your legwork man picks.
Yeah,
You are paid in full, so everybody
uh,
gets your 4x,
12 or 8. Yeah, it's like 12 or 8 cred.
and it doesn't attract the attention of outside parties. So
I now have
you didn't go-
17
was-
cred.
it was-
I could spend that.
I believe it was 3 times the.
No, it's
Number-
4 times. No, it's 4 times.
Yeah, because you got
Yeah, because
Odin also picked pays well. It started at 3x, so it goes to 4x because it was a
Okay.
high priority job.
4x.
Literally, this was like an
So now
afternoon of work.
14 cred.
It's why we all picked 3, and it's why it was a bit tough.
I picked 2.
But yeah, so and everybody marks experience. You're paid in full. It's not a setup or an ambush and doesn't attention. So yeah, just you get handed a big old briefcase of cred, nondescript banknotes. Gets set on the pavement. Miss Alba just doesn't even turn away from you. Just backs up, sits on the side of the ambulance. Pulls her legs in along with the rest of the trauma guys. The door slides shut. It's got, special stealth technology, muffled rotors, so it just kind of quietly into the night. And you guys have been paid a shitload.
I always have enough to actually retire, but I can't reach that yet.
No, you got a lot. You guys have a lot of money. It is a big briefcase.
What was the experience benchmarks again for this job?
You get 2 for completing the mission. So
all right, but 2 extras. I advance again.
Box 2.
I advance as well.
I do as well.
Yeah.
Which means
this is
I'm
Last one is
my-
when you complete the drop off, Mark 2.
This is my 6th actually, so I think I'm going to.
It's your 6?
I'm not gonna wait for 3 cred to retire. I'm
Wow.
going to just. Let's see, because I'm counting them right. Let's see. Recruiter.
I don't think you're
professional-
counting them right.
Well, I'm on my
I
5th. This is my 5th one, so I don't know.
I think
Maybe
it's
Well,
actually-
remember, I
I
don't
think
think you've
it's my-
ever failed to get paid, and Odin has the thing where he gets an EXP every time that happens.
Let me check. Right.
Ye-
Let's see. Actually, I think
Yeah,
this
but
would-
I'm ahead
I
of
think-
Odin. I know
Actually, I
that.
think this would be my 5th. Actually, yes, it would be my 5th.
I think it makes
Yeah,
sense because you
because-
last time
Because
was your 4th,
I'm
'cause
counting
you
how many
couldn't
moves
buy.
I got, and I'm not counting the one I already I came with started.
No, because I'm yeah.
Well,
I did
this
that
is why
earlier.
it's much better to take the advancement options and then checkbox them. But anyway,
I did. This is my 6th. That's how I knew it was Axe's 5th, because I'm one ahead of him, because one of the missions I got 2 levels in, because I ticked all of my boxes.
Yeah.
The one where I had to kill the priest.
Right.
Yeah,
it's
you
my
did pretty
5th,
good there.
so
I got 50 things.
I grab
from that.
that, or I grab.
so you get paid, you get your EXP.
I am changing.
What are
books.
you doing now? You're in the North District. There's quite a lot of flashing lights on the horizon because there is a full-blown northwest lockdown.
I grab.
Right.
I need to
Well,
grab
let's all pile back into the armor box, and let's see if we can find us a fucking detailing shop that can knock out some of these dents and paint the fucking back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should honestly get. I think I'm gonna get. Actually, no. I'm gonna.
Weren't you gonna get plus 3 edge?
No, because I'm at my 5th, not my 6th. Because I
Do I
checked.
just
It's like
want
I'm at,
another custom weapon?
I was thinking about actually because I can't get any more soldier moves, so I can get. I have 2 options to get moves from another.
Okay.
That or I get +1 cool, so I have 2 cool.
Whatever
I
works.
am now a fixer.
Okay, so we need to talk about fixing.
Yep.
Oh man, you literally just was like, no, fuck pushing.
Well, it's one of those things. It's it doesn't really although the whole thing does what pusher doesn't fit my character's ideology. I'm not the kind of person that would push things on people. I'd want people to come to me.
Well, even
Yeah,
if
they have-
people, well, that's the thing. Even if you want people to come to the thing, you still need to put out a fucking message so people know where to look.
Oh. Also, I'm going to be real. The pusher handbook is just weird.
But yeah, it requires.
I do not like
Right.
it.
It's fair. That's one of the reasons also why you change. Why you end up changing playbooks is 'cause you drifted away, and I think that makes sense. Metatron started as a lot more spiritually aware, talking to people, doing stuff, and then through being in the field, you've realized this doesn't. Grabbing randos on the job and convincing them to follow my ideology doesn't actually seem like it advances my position any.
Also, it's backfired almost every time I've done it.
Yeah, so it makes sense for you to be no, this is what I'm about. So you would lose Driven,
And lose the
lose
other
Vision
one.
thing.
Vision thing.
Yeah.
I guess you just lose the booze. I guess you don't. port them.
Well, because
over.
they're intrinsic to his playbook, so they
Well,
his old life. So he
I
loses those.
figure I can just change gang to the fixer equivalent one.
You get his gang as one of the options.
Well, that's what I mean. I would just
Yeah.
change the pusher gang to the fixer backup.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's still an advance you. Well, if you can pick it, yeah.
Well, no, I already picked the gang. That's why I'm.
Yeah, he picked the gang as an advancement, but the fixer has 2 crew, 2 jobs, blah blah blah.
I think the inner circle thing just stays if you.
Oh my
I
god!
think.
Sorry, the layout for playbooks is weird. They have like covers on the back or something. You get hustling, and I know people, and you choose one more. So you could choose as your starting move as a fixer backup, and basically reorganize your squad.
Yeah, I was basically just going to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, that works.
And then I would keep famous because I mean that just makes sense for my
Yeah,
character.
that's about your character, not about your playbook.
And now you can get contacts even more better position.
Yes, because the 2 moves for fixer to default they always have is I know people, which is basically once per session you get extra contact. I have heard from people who've played this game always declare your regular contact first, and then when you need another one, you roll I know people because it's a little more complicated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then you get hustling, which is a whole thing.
Well,
You
also
have
it
to tell
can
me what your-
backfire. It can also backfire. Because if you roll a 6, you gain an enemy on the mission.
Yeah, you know a guy, but he hates your guts.
Actually, here's a weird
Which
question.
is
Because
knowing my rolling, this is going to get interesting.
I'm looking how backup is positioned. Because he had moves that like established as such, would he have more tags accordingly, like based off all the tags on backup, the move?
What?
I don't know about that because the tags he has on believers is medium, but it's got its own like things.
I would probably add more than muscle to you.
Yeah, replace employees with loyal.
And then probably what are jobs? It says gain a job.
See hustling between missions.
Okay,
Oh,
I'll figure that out.
Yes,
I was
you-
going to say it would be
So this tells me Dallas has not fully read the playbook.
no, I
It's,
haven't.
it's in
Well,
the
yeah,
hustling section
so
of the next
hustling, you have
page.
people who work for you in various ways. You start with 2 crew and 2 jobs from the list below. Between missions, choose a number of these jobs equal to or less than your current crew. Describe what each job is. Roll plus edge. On a 10 plus, you profit from each of your jobs. On a 7 through 9, one of them is disaster, and you profit from the rest. On 6, everything is foobar. So you pick 2 from the list: surveillance, debt collection, petty theft, deliveries, brokering deals, technical work, pimp, and addictive substance. You probably surveillance and brokering deals makes sense.
Yeah,
And then if you with backup, you get
one
you
more.
get +1 crew, so you go to 3 crew, and you gain protection.
Yeah, which makes sense.
So you have
Sorry, where's the hustling section?
it'd be at the top of the character
If you
sheet.
have the playbook PDF, it's the next part of the.
So I mean, just
Oh,
go
okay, I
to-
see.
in the
I
core
see, I
book.
see.
Fix. Let me check the advancement on.
So I would roll this now, wouldn't I?
No, it's at the start of the.
Oh, okay.
Because it's basically for in between time.
Yeah, basically you roll. You tell me what jobs you wanted to do in between the last job and this current new job, and you roll.
Honestly, actually, I would do tech and surveillance.
Okay.
Because I'm not the person doing the jobs; it's them.
They do the jobs.
So yeah, I'm gonna do tech and surveillance.
Okay.
And I'm gonna
You
keep.
profit off
I'm
tech.
gonna keep my.
Good.
Basically, gonna keep my 2 lieutenants, and then basically make 3 more people. And just have those be the people. And I'm still gonna keep the nun theme because or the religious people theme because that's funny.
And you have an extraneous amount of non-physical members.
Well, yeah, those will just be my crew.
I mean, you can pick different options from him. There are also a couple of different game options.
No, like the only one just to get a freaking like a quick gang is like a fixer's ed. Like otherwise I gotta pick believers, and that's weird.
That doesn't fit.
Or
anything.
Yeah.
or you're a soldier and you gotta recruit them.
Yeah, no, like, and that's recruiting. So no, it's just like no.
I mean, like I said, there are multiple multiple options. Multiple people can have backup and have different things. Like, because Dallas hasn't told me what 2 things he's picking for backup.
I didn't.
Yeah, I thought he did. I thought
No.
he said they were loyal and wait, what was the other one?
Yeah,
It was
that's
loyal
only
and
one.
well armed.
Okay,
Okay.
all right. So they're still small, so they're about 5 to 10.
I was going to make 5 people. So
Yeah, that's fair.
and they have their own harm rating, so I don't have to roll meat. Thank
No,
God.
you still roll meat.
Yep.
I gotta.
Again, like real honestly, Dallas, why do you want a group of muscle with you?
I mean,
Well, I
don't
think he wants them
really-
to murder people so he doesn't have to murder people, but that's not.
But that's not how the system
Unfortunately,
works.
Yeah.
the mixing it up, you
Yeah.
still roll meat unless you
I
have
think I
the
won't
thing
take
that you roll
backup.
sense.
Then I'll take something else.
Like, I
Okay.
still think you should probably pick one that gets you another job, but like,
No, I'll have those people that I made as crew, but they just won't be
Yeah.
like backup.
like,
So
I will have a gang, but it will not be an offensive gang because that makes more sense for my character.
yeah,
You might have
that's the
you
thing
might
I
have
was getting at.
reputation.
Like,
Well, because
So you're-
being a fixer, it just feels like you have a gang no matter what.
well, yeah, you have a crew. You have 2 crew and 2 jobs. So and the jobs you want to pick are technical or tech work and surveillance.
Yeah, because I mean, I don't think I can't with how I've made my character. I don't think I can't not pick surveillance.
oh yeah, that
would,
makes
would,
sense.
would reputation fit?
You have a
as move?
small surveillance job. You have a small network of informants who report on events. You can then sell that information. And technical work is you have a group of techs who supply you with work. Supply with.
Smooth is actively harmful at this point. They're not actively harmful, but it's not helpful.
How about reputation?
I was thinking about that, but I'm not sure if that would.
I don't have very good edge though.
Oh,
Also,
true.
he's already famous, so
Oh, true.
Yeah, famous would still
he can
stack.
just make
because-
people realize he's him.
Yeah.
Ah.
I mean, the obvious one is
I think it's funny to have both of these, but it makes sense with my character. I think I'm gonna take hard to find.
okay.
Because basically it's depending on the persona is which of these is active basically.
You do also drop that pay data, so you get 2 less options.
Well, that's only when he sells that pay data.
Yeah.
Why are you going to try and move on that data right away?
Well, we still have to do the mission debriefing thing.
That's basically it. We're in that phase. It's just because you have a complex advance we're handling it right now. But yeah, you guys got paid, so you get all your cred that you invested, your payback.
Mhm.
Claymore said we just
I
climb
don't
back
know
in
if
the
I
box
wanna
and find a
move-
detail place.
I don't know if I want to move on it exactly now. I might try and leverage it against what's her face.
Okay. So yeah, so you'll hold on to that for now. I was just wondering
Yeah.
if you would try and like sell it right now.
I'm going to.
Trust me, I do not need cred.
That's fair.
I have to spend 1 cred to, I guess, take this truck to an odd body shop.
No. You don't need to worry about that. Because
Okay.
remember, you guys you spend cred when you get the mission. So
Right.
you covered it already. Like that's your
then
operating cost.
I'm going to spend my advance to get move from, I think it was the hunter or the infiltrator called See the Angles.
I think the move. Yeah, see the angles at the start of the action phase. Get an intel and a gear.
Yeah.
Seems pretty good. Seems appropriate to your character.
Yeah, I'm just going to grab that as a move. Now I have 5 advances.
I
Alright.
feel like I'm gonna get this just because I feel like it is unsaid that Claymore does, but I think I will pick up Serious Badass.
What
That's
does
fair.
move do?
All right, but mechanically, what does that mean? We already knew you were serious badass.
When you enter a charge situation, roll style. 10 plus.
have
gain
any
2
style?
No, but unlike you, that's not gonna stop me.
All right. Just good luck rolling 6s.
Also, I mean, the I'm gonna be real. The -6 effect of this is meaningless.
Yeah.
It's already true.
At least, at least it's not a move thing. So at least, there's no,
But no,
there's no like.
but listen,
MGX
on
move
10
to
plus,
Yeah.
I get 2 holds. 7 to 9, I gain 1 hold, and I can spend 1 hold to make eye canted with an NPC present who freezes or flinches and can't act until I break it off. On a 6,
Yeah.
they identify me as the most foremost threat. Which,
So basically, you have like a 20% chance of just intimidate success,
what do you mean 20%
Great.
chance?
or I guess
It's through a 7 through 12. That's over.
Yeah.
I have more than a 50% chance. Axe.
I
Quite a lot, actually. Because
was
it's
making
2d6.
like a CRPG bit, but fair enough.
Again, Axe.
It's a very strong. Yeah, he has an intimidation skill and can just be like, you freeze, and that's
I said a low number by accident.
Uh,
My bad.
Actually, no. I changed what I'm taking.
Okay.
I want to take word on the street
okay, also works.
because that looks very useful.
You
Gives
go
you
figure out what
extra
moves stay with you over besides the ones you.
I mean, famous. He already got it. His other move is one. Like, I think the only thing he's taken of is like hacker moves out of his playbook. So
Yeah,
he keeps those.
I'm keeping
You keep
console
those,
console cowboy.
And I think, do you already have all the fixer cyberware?
No, but I also don't need more cyberware.
Choose comms, choose interface.
I technically
this
don't have
is-
a neural interface.
Yeah, you do. You can jack in.
Right.
You don't have data
I have
storage.
everything. I literally have
so-
all
Yeah,
3.
so
of
no,
these.
you're fine. Because it says choose one, but it's not required. So but you already have this, so it's fine.
No, I have 4 pieces of cyberware. I think I'm good.
Yeah, you're probably fine.
I mean, unless
You know,
my legs go
barring
away-
if you get into an accident and like lose a limb or something.
yeah, barring if I lose another limb.
Okay. So yeah, you go to the detail shop first. You pay them, some of the fund you slush to, fund the operation. They give it a new paint. They pick the flechettes out of the rear panel. The detailers look slightly worried about that one.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry, it's all cool.
I said these are tire poppers, so these are like, nano barbed flechettes. They can destroy even solid state tires.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, I'm kind of imagining Rook as like the tough guy in this triangle of friends. Like Squirrel is the fast, slick kind of technical guy. Rook was basically the muscle. Like he drove the power car, the muscle cars. He got into the fights.
I was imaging the thing of he didn't used to be like that tough, but once he got shot in the face and survived, he just bulked up.
Well, now he's like he's extra angry. I'm loaded with cyberware.
It might be the brain damage.
And the brain damage.
And the brain damage. Anyway,
brain
so yeah, you guys go to do you guys just, go your separate ways to the auto body place, or?
I need to.
I mean, I have
Yeah.
to
Well, actually, well, no, I
Squirrel, at least.
Well, Squirrel's like, I do want Claymore. It's like, no. This is his thing. What I did was just a job. This seems more personal for him. I don't need to get involved with that shit.
Odin's probably gonna ask Metatron about where you put because I never got to ask about where you put the Johnson
With the what?
from the last job. What
The
house
what?
you put her in?
You don't need to know about that.
Yeah.
Are you sure about that?
Well, spoiler, I cannot give you that information because it's my fucking apartment building.
Yeah. No, I don't think
I'm
you
not
need to know
telling
that.
you that.
Can I roll to assess to like get that? That's what he's going
No.
for
I mean,
now.
I can get you her contact information. I'm not giving you her address.
For a company man, you seem to ask some weird questions sometimes, Odin.
Look. Look.
Oh yeah, Squirrel, I need to give you back that damn truck. Where do you want me to drop it off?
Like, Squirrel just stops and looks back. Right, where did I pick it up? Was it in the canyon?
Hey, I
Yeah.
can go back to the canyons. I'm curious about that Gates of Babylon anyway.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
there's some
I was-
girls who'll pay me to touch my butt.
Ha.
Maybe a bit more.
Oh, Oh, you get to pick both. Okay, so I
Yeah.
will also give myself one more edge.
Yeah, after that, Squirrel will just be like leaving and just texting on his phone, just like texting to Cat. He's just like ran to an old friend, and around old is two like those marks around it. It's just like just send it.
Alrighty, so.
That's what you're going on about?
God, I forgot about this. The name suggestion.
But wait, no, hang on. But so like, actually, no, wait. Claymore's gonna be like, is gonna whistle for everyone real quick.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not going anywhere quickly.
So,
I gotta go.
have you been guys keeping
Get
an
all
eye
of
on the feeds and stuff and whatnot, and see where people have been poking around at all?
Oh, you mean like that dumb subreddit? You mean like that dumb subreddit thing about Killdozer?
No,
Subreddit doesn't exist.
No, I'm talking about the corpo feeds, man. People,
Yeah,
been...
Northwest doesn't like us.
Nah. You might not have seen it, but while we were scrolling through their category, we got a lot of passive pings off our shit.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say
yeah.
like they didn't come after us, but it's not gonna be too long until they do, and we need to do something about that. I say that as a we because we're all involved in that shit, so we should do something about it.
Well,
Do you have any
Like
ideas?
what?
Claymore will just, pack the carnage and be all like, there's plenty of plants and plenty of cargo. We do enough damage. They're what's the word I'm thinking about there? Their risk consultants will tell them it's not worth it to go active anymore, or at least scale us back until they can get the full damage control under session. Either that
It sounds like we were discussing lie low or fight back.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The other things we can do is we can blackmail, kidnap, those kind of things. Or if you want to be a little fucking bitch, we can just hide out for, 4 or 5 months until the heat dies down.
I don't have enough money to. I don't have
I don't
enough
care.
money to waste that much.
It's like, we should probably,
So
As long as
mechanically,
it doesn't involve kids, I'm fine.
Lilo is you pay half your credit or 5, whichever's bigger, and lower
I'm
all
not paying
corporation
9.
clocks by 1. But that's everybody has to go to.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
I'm not paying 8 cred. I'd rather go buy cars.
Spoiler for this point. I'll just say it. I'll just say this now. And you may want to cut your losses with Metatron in this case, but Metatron will never pick that option unless he's literally on death's door.
money is good.
Oh, it doesn't matter about the money for him.
Well, so the follow-up point after talking about lying low is, if you don't have the cash or you value your rep more than your life, you can attempt to fight back against a corporation.
I will attempt to fight back.
Yeah, so basically what this does is it says your best option is to find out what they know about you and erase or destroy that information, or to attack their balance book to make it too expensive to pursue you. Claymore just talked about that.
Yeah, I was right.
Either way, those are missions. Normally you don't get paid for these missions, but hitting the street creatively may change that. So basically, Claymore is discussing an operation that you have to bankroll like normal. You would probably have to still invest cred in it to get the upfront cash to get it going.
Mhm.
But there is no fixer, there is no patron unless you go out there and find somebody who is interested in buying the shit you steal or paying you to, burn files or do extra shit. But the end result is, without having to do your advanced moves, you can reduce a corporate clock at presumably Northwest.
How
what you were talking
many, Refu Hood market could we, string along to be like, we'll pay them for this and this and this, and like every, food distributor in the area.
Well, that would be,
isn't
that would be you're actually planning the mission, which we're not doing right now.
No, yeah, but I guess it's like, Odin's like, I wonder how many would pay if we get them like a shipment of just crates of food and grain.
Well, it depends on what facility we hit. Northwest does a lot of food grains and stuff, but also they got a lot of research data and other things that some other corporates might be wanting. Because that's who they're gonna. If we're looking for buyers, the buyers are gonna be the profiteers, the people in between, the corps or the gangs.
I can I can poke around the corpo spaces to see if there's anyone interested in anything Northwest has recently acquired.
I don't mind running out to the Canton scene if the 776 or or the sapphires.
Also, I gotta go break my legs again very quickly.
Sevens. I don't know anything about the wire heads, and I ain't going no rustlers. I ain't going there. No rustlers.
I am of the opinion I don't want to go the
left.
fuck near the canyon right now.
Yeah.
Actually,
And I'm also gonna look into. I'm gonna be looking into that during downtime.
MC, actually, I have two things I want. I want to commit. I want to declare a contact now. Actually,
Yep,
because I guess
sure.
it's wrapping up.
Yep.
I don't have a name, but I want to go high. I want to go clear a hacker that to like go do some digging for me.
Okay. I mean, you know a guy. You know of a guy. He's not your contact. I don't know if you want him as a contact because.
No, I want to make a new one.
Okay. All right. Sure. We'll add yet another hacker to the. Everybody has their own hacker.
Well,
Got
this one's
it.
gonna be like on my payroll.
I feel slightly personally insulted by this.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna say
You're
anything.
You're covered in gold tape, dude.
It's true. I know, but I'm just
Take
like.
the name up, hacker list.
I did take all these hacking things. Oh, also, yeah, I gotta figure out where to buy some black ice programs.
I mean, that's hitting the
Right.
street.
Yeah, I'm gonna go do that.
Yeah.
Can I just?
I
do
mean,
that
I
now?
could be funny. I could. Do you want to declare that the? Nah, it doesn't make sense. You don't know anything about Nezumi.
Nah.
I'm running out of stealing
Right,
hacker names off the hacker playlist, though, guys. You're
I'm
making me
sorry.
go through a lot of them.
I'm sorry.
Hey, I have
I-
not declared a hacker contact.
Honestly, it doesn't even.
You
be
get the
'cause, like, I'm
goofiest
thinking
name.
of getting an ex corporate hacker who's like basically like a data.
No.
I guarantee
Then he
you
has-
it cannot
then he
be.
has-
Actually,
Yeah.
actually, Odin. Odin. You don't actually need to declare him contact. You can literally just hire a hacker to do this.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't need to declare him as a contact. That's if you're gonna. Contacts are important for hitting the street and
Gotcha.
getting things from people.
Yeah.
You have recruiter. You have a move to literally hire specialists.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Should I just roll that then?
Well, you shouldn't roll it now because we're not
Fair enough.
in mission time.
No,
All right,
we're
then.
just planning things, getting things.
Yeah.
done.
But we also
I was
do
gonna say,
have to do the wrap up stuff.
Right, because I was just thinking about how much money that would case because I wanted to buy that and I guess some cyberware.
Well, that would be you'd roll between jumps probably to hit the street. We can
Yeah.
talk about this at the start of next time, what you did in your
Okay.
downtime.
Mhm.
So yeah, anybody else? Any contacts? Because I know we didn't use a lot of contacts. Metatron used his.
I technically have one
Um,
extra, so I'm not, so I can.
Wait, I
balance
used my
my
card.
books.
Oh,
I
right,
think
right, right.
all I want to
Hey,
is
Omega.
declare a Go ahead, Dallas.
Could I cheat on this?
What?
I know it's technically the end of the mission, but I did want to use my move to declare another contact.
I mean, you did technically change playbooks before we finished. So yeah, you got it from the mission EXP. You could roll
cool,
a
I
Noah
want to
guy.
declare Nezumi as a contact
Okay, sure.
because she was funny. Honestly, that's
so
literally
roll
one of my
style.
reasons.
Please roll
Um,
6, so she's just like, wait a fucking minute.
Fuck off.
Jesus. Actually, no. No, I want even funnier. I don't want to declare Nezumi as a contact. I wanted to declare the person we just escorted as a contact.
NG.
Yes.
Okay, sure. I mean that makes sense. You. Yeah.
And if I roll 6, this is going to be hilarious.
Roll style.
They just like you.
Oh, damn it. I got a 9.
Okay. So that's 7 and 9. You've never met them before. They're an unknown quantity.
Oh, actually, no, wait, sorry, 10.
Okay.
No.
No, right. Yeah.
I forgot to add.
You've worked with them before. They have talent. You write Angie down as a contact. We'll move her.
Angie, the. What do I call her?
In my notes, she is SimSense influencer.
Okay, Simpsons influencer.
Perfect distraction person.
Well, also, I mean, you know from her conversation,
Also-
the conversation you had with her editor and stuff. She not only does she know a lot about modern media, but she's plugged into
Yeah.
drugs, clubs,
She
whatever.
is if I were to declare this kind of contact, it is either in with Medica Mechanica. Or,
No,
did I just call Medica Mechanica?
Yes.
That's not the right. That's not the right. No, right. Yeah, no, she is a Medicus Mechanicus. No, wrong thing.
She's got
but-
Medicus
she's not-
Imperator.
Medicus Imperator. So she's either an in with them, or a just. She runs in different social circles than me.
And remember, you use contacts to hit the street. So if you need to get certain things out of her, she would be the one to know. Yeah.
And also, it's
You
really obvious.
don't have to like her, but she does have a talent for this.
I mean,
You know,
I don't dislike her. I just don't approve.
Yeah. But she's got
I mean,
talent. She does
well,
stuff. She's done some interesting things in the field.
Lucky did kind of nail it earlier. My character is a tiny bit of a prude.
But like in a weird way.
Okay.
In the cyber.
Yeah.
So by the way, the playbooks, the core book says about long-term healing is if it matters, we can roleplay it out. I think given Metatron's backstory and the fact that he's gone so far as to arrange a fake rock climbing accident, he just gets in a rock climbing accident.
What do you mean fake? I'm going to re-break my legs.
That's hardcore, my dude.
Yeah. He stages a rock climbing injury, and so he can go to the hospital in normal time.
Yes, I'm going to the actual rich people hospital.
So you can wipe out all your harm. You guys are planning on fighting back next time. That'll be a mission. I'll have stuff for that. And you guys want to do that as your next thing, right? You don't want to try another payday first?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got 17 crit, I think.
All right. Nobody wants to yell out any other contacts or anything.
Oh,
I kind of wanted to, but let's go.
I said something in the chat at least.
Yeah. Okay, you want a fence? Well, when you declare a contact, you say, give them a new name and describe them and say what they owe you or you owe them. So.
Okay, I'm going to say they're...
I know I'm technically one up. I still want to declare a contact. I like contacts. God damn it.
I have one in mind, actually. I want to...
I'm sorry, Omega. I know I'm one up, but I got to declare. I'm going to declare blue steel.
Also, I mean, Marth is literally in the middle of declaring one.
Oh, my sorry.
Both of you. Excuse. So, yeah, name and description, and then do they owe you or do you owe them? Probably scoop up a name if you really want. Because you've got medical implants, Dallas. Medical shit.
Oh, that makes sense for why I got the eye that way.
Okay, actually it went green again, so let's see if I can actually say something now.
There we go.
Yep.
Okay, I'm just going to say the fence's name is Jack.
Okay.
He's as to how I know him, he's someone who used to be part of the whole sort of little group that Kathy, Rook, and Squirrel was in, and he sort of moved on from that to some sort of stolen goods, but he also runs a up and up sort of thing to cover for that.
Of course.
And as for who I owe him.
Okay. Maybe he loaned you some cash or something one time, something like that, you think? Or perhaps he covered for you when you got in trouble with the law. I don't know. I also feel like Jack needs a nickname. I want to call him Pawn and Jack.
Off.
Hoppin' Jack. Slapping. Not Cracker Jack.
Cracking Jack.
Could be Cracking Jack. He has to jailbreak the tech to sell it.
Mm-hmm.
Screaming Jack.
I like Cracking Jack.
Kraken. Jack is eerily similar to one of the names I was going to pull from. Spoilers. I pulled up my Apocalypse World playbooks and I opened up the Hoarder. One of those is Jake, which is hilarious.
I thought of mine. Mine is maybe dumb, but I think it's great.
What you got? What you got in mind?
So basically, I thought of the armorer from John Wick. basically a private outfitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, bespoke weapons are valid. Okay.
I guess I'll just listen to what was said aloud.
We were just joking about giving Jack a nickname, and we like Kraken Jack if that's okay with you.
Cracker Jack's
Yeah,
cool.
that's fine with me. That's probably what
Kraken Jack.
there's probably another
That's the
nickname
voice I'm
that-
gonna use.
Hey.
Hey, I'm Kraken Jack.
Yeah, I think there's probably other nicknames that Squirrel calls them, but yeah.
All right, so you want to declare. I'm just copying a blank space. Don't know what's going on there. Okay, Google.
Anyways, that's
We'll
cool.
attempt to copy and paste that again. All right, Mr. Astrakar.
Sounds expensive.
I mean, it's where he's got the suit. I feel like Odin owes him because he's kind of pushed his rep a little bit to where he's gone like on top of like the custom order queue. So like a few times.
Yeah. So he's let you slide the line because you've been trying to be like, hey, I'm corporate now. I have a desk job. Okay. And just because we're doing it, Lucky, you wanted to hit up another one.
Yeah. I'm going to take Blue Steel as a contact.
Okay. Or
Basically, I made a an overture to get to know her better. And like I said, in the downtime, I am going to be hitting up the canyons. And probably make my presence known at the gates of Babylon.
Right. No, I also have to do that.
I mean, I have a move for this, but I feel like it's better, especially given the normal way we do things, to leave when you go looking for a little something
that's right,
for
I did.
next mission. Yes, I have a custom move for this.
That's right. I forgot about that. Blue Steel was a Sapphire Lieutenant, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
She controls the gates of Babylon and the area around it. That means that she generates a significant amount of income for the gang. And also, she's apparently not afraid to cold cock a bitch.
I can respect that.
I mean, she's a gang member, I would hope.
I'm going to say I owe her a favor because I came back and she decided to roll out the blue carpet. Show me a good time.
So yeah. Gave you a nice welcome, even though you're not technically like high on their customer list. Yeah. Okay.
So, Omega, I'm going to approach the Sapphires, not for a contact, because I said I was going to do this. I'm going to approach the Sapphires as my civilian ego to procure some blue
Some love?
love.
Yeah. Make a note of that, Dallas, or I will try to, because that would be like a whole thing. There are several custom moves possibly involved with that. I feel like that would be, again, for our downtime of you like actually getting in there and getting the thing and stuff.
And doing chemical analysis to see, like, because I'm sorry, I have this thing in my head.
You
and I
mean you
can't
don't
get
want to
out.
do chemical analysis by snorting drugs?
No,
Damn it! I have a custom
I'm
move for this,
crazy,
though.
but I'm not that crazy yet.
If you take a dose of love, there's a move for it. You have to roll meat though, so you're probably not good at it.
I will just die.
Claymore can shrug it
I
off.
will just die.
You could use it as
I'll have
poison.
to make a new
You
character.
could use it as poison.
Claymore's going to show up and he's just going to be covered in blue glitter and just be like, what?
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, see, even with this, it doesn't look something so fishy with this. Like, if there wasn't interference right when she went on an OD, I would have been like, okay, whatever. But the fact that there was comms interference right when that happened, I'm just like, this is something.
It's just the fucking canyons, man.
I don't believe them.
So your new directive is
Paranoid.
Actually, honestly,
I don't think that's on the list.
much like unhealthily curious. What's a word for unhealthily curious?
Proactively self-harming.
Doesn't know how to leave well enough alone.
Obsessed.
Proactively self-harming.
But
yeah, it is
not
really
like
that.
not like over a specific thing, but just in general.
I'd say obsessed.
There is a word, I do not know it, but yeah.
No, nosy is close.
Any like I said, any more role playing stuff you guys want to get out that's not better left for like in between time? You know, you go to the detail shop.
I'm gonna buy stuff, but I think I can leave that for in between time.
Yeah,
I'll leave that in between there.
it's black ice. Black ice is the only other thing on my list. Well, and analyzing. I did want to do a quick bit of research.
Sure. What kind of research?
Oh God, would this even be public information?
You won't know until you look.
Depends.
How reported are deaths in the canyon?
In the canyons, deaths shaky.
Well, I'm just gonna look up to see like any uptick in overdose deaths in the canyon, because you said this was a new drug, right?
Yeah, it's only relatively new. It's been out for
Yeah,
a few months.
I want to see if there's
You guys
been an
know about
uptick
it.
in overdose deaths.
I won't make you roll for it. You, especially because research has you ask like specific questions. You just do that obsessively in your downtime. So, from what you can piece together, how much is your mind, by the way?
2.
Okay, you're pretty smart. From what you can piece together from like basic statistics, you don't think there is an uptick in overdoses per se. You definitely find reports from like people kind of talking about it. You know, and you know there are rumors about canyon stuff going on that are in the city. You can link to. There are, you know, love is not like a perfect designer drug that never has any side effects.
Yeah.
Obviously, like I said, there's the side effect listing to do the move. But it doesn't seem like it has an increase in it. It is definitely getting more market share, and thus there are a couple of like issues with overdoses or complications. But it is not like a pandemic.
Yeah.
It's more just like the canyon sucks and is full of all of the absolute ignorance and excess of the big city, but with
Less regulation.
none of the glitz or glam, and you know,
Oh, yeah.
all the gangs are kind of terrible people who are just exist to siphon the resources out of the most unfortunate who dwell in this realm.
So they're just like the corpos.
Yeah.
Just the
Okay.
opposite.
Only, you know, they don't dress in clean suits and nice business rooms. They just, you know,
And they don't
Dump
they
your
don't
body
work
in a
sign
dumpster.
contracts of your life. They just hit you.
I mean,
I'm pretty sure.
I mean, I've been fairly open. The canyons is a threat. It is on the threat board.
I don't want to say that I'm sure that Northwest may have had something to do with our job this week, but I have my suspicions.
let me grab another token to put in the Dallas was absolutely fucking wrong box.
There's a lot of those, aren't there?
Yes.
If I had a nickel every time Dallas
And-
was wrong.
To be
And-
fair,
That's not even in the card game box.
wait, what else have I been wrong about as far as the sprawl goes?
Oh God, let's see.
As Sprawl
here.
goes, I don't know.
I can't remember it's been things, but there's been plenty of times where I've straight up yelled at you, like, "That's not how this works." I'm pretty sure in the Nakamura job there was a.
Well, I mean, there was a lot in that one. I don't think I was too bad last time.
No, not during the fucking not during that, no, but
Though there was the issue of we couldn't get you to tell us what the fucking plan was for like 30 minutes. You were like, all right,
That's
for
a
my
different
plan, I'm going to
issue,
need
though.
these things. And then it was like, okay, cool, what's your plan?
I would need an old man and a young man.
The fuck?
Right.
I'm not paying for a force.
no, but Dallas, you definitely have this thing. You
Exorcist.
just have this thing where you just say something, and then we're just left with like,
Very
what?
much do.
Yeah, like the what was it? Tracking bug on the vehicle.
Oh, right.
I feel like we're gonna put. We should probably usher in. I think.
Anyway,
Yeah, I've still got the recording rolling,
Me
but
too.
we can get Aren in to discuss links and stuff.
And I guess you just.
Because we have a
Introduce
fifth
the book.
player. I need to open the correct book for that part. Fuck me.
Is there anything about adding players in late?
No, you just do it.
just do it. Just do it.
It's a power by the
Do it,
apocalypse.
do
You just
it.
do the thing.
Okay.
Do
See if it
it.
pushes up
Just
any,
do it,
I guess,
do
dark
it,
clouds.
do it.
Let's pull up the sprawl.
Do it.
Are we all
I
going to
just
piss
feel-
off
you know,
Northwest again?
it sounds like you guys just, you drop off cars, places they go, and things and people, and walk
irony is that
off
we
into
also-
the neon noir night to go do your own things and
Is it
sulk
Pacifica
about stuff.
Investments also at the same like threat level?
Yeah.
Not as Northwest, no.
No, yeah, it is.
Oh,
They're
they're
both
the
22.
exact same?
They're both.
Another nickel!
They both have still like 2-3 slots.
Yeah, they're both pretty full.
Nickel.
Nobody advances this time because you guys were pretty clean.
Right, I forgot. I should have done slippery. I was thinking about doing the both.
Wait, no, Northwest
There's no time to
has-
plan anything, so.
What? Okay, now I'm confused. Because I've been keeping, like, I thought Pacifica was at, like, 20 and Northwest would be at 22.
No, but they're both at 22.
Oh, I didn't know.
Omega, this is weird to ask, but like.
I think Pacifica.
Yeah.
I think the thing is Pacifica has always been at 22. Northwest has actually gone chipped up to
That
22.
makes more sense. That makes more sense.
Like Pacifica has always started hating your guts, but it just not enough.
I guess.
But yeah, actually, what were we gonna ask? I
was
about
wondering if,
Slippery?
Yeah, because I still had hold around, so could I ever use that to have like done something for slippery?
No, because Slippery is a
Okay.
different move.
Become a fish? I don't know if
At
I
the end of the
know.
mission where you planted or hit evidence, this should
But you gotta
land for
plant
you
it,
and
my
your
dude.
team.
Yeah, you have to have planted or hit evidence.
Yeah, I'm just not sure when I could have done that.
Anytime
I
you could
have
have planted
plenty
or
of
hit
time.
evidence.
Also, for some reason, I have SimSense equipment, and I don't know why.
It was probably in your pusher shit.
Does that make sense?
By the way, you can take new shit from the fixer list as well.
Sweet gear.
You pick your new gear. You could probably keep your holdout pistol.
I
And
mean,
your
I have
armored
different
coat.
pistols now. I'll just keep
I'm
my
honestly just trying to be like, what could I have, like? I guess during our delivery job, what would have worked?
I mean, I would have paid a dude to go plant some incriminating evidence.
Right. I just.
I mean, you
Okay,
technically
okay.
also you came to a dead stop. You could have like left some incriminating evidence there.
You could have deflected like you could have actually turned it into some sort of corporate espionage and just laid the blame at someone else's feet.
Right.
Basically
I-
left some data
I'm
trails.
bad at this.
Left some
Could
data
have
trails.
spray painted a different corporate logo on the side of your van.
It already is corporate.
Right.
But
I
yeah,
guess I need to ask preemptively so you guys who are better at this than me have ideas.
I'm sorry, X. I'm not gonna like solve your problems
No, I
for
get
you.
you. No, that's fair. I'm just bad
Well,
about
I
this.
mean, but it's definitely the slippery activates at the end of the mission, but you have to do the trigger during. So
Yeah.
yes,
Right,
you
yeah.
absolutely needed to be like, is this even if it was hypothetically, is there some way I can use slippery here?
I think I got it bogged down when we were like going through the Matrix and other things. I just forgot about it.
That did take a while because the Matrix is silly.
That's very silly.
The rules on the Matrix are like, what the fuck?
I mean, it's not the worst hacking system I've ever seen,
No,
but
no,
it
no.
definitely, as we've discussed, it's very one-sided.
It's the most complicated part of this game, I think.
Yes, but that's always how that is.
By the way, Omega, for my new equipment list, I'm taking Flashy Ride.
They see him rolling.
Are you gonna get a
They
Popemobile?
hate it.
Trying to catch him riding dirty.
I,
Oh, it's
Yes.
so green.
Oh my god.
It's like the
Oh
green of the-
my god.
It's like the green is the fucking money you sleep on,
no, it's from the best racing game ever made.
which is
Need for Speed Most Wanted, the original.
Sick.
fair.
I think
Okay,
this
nothing
is the
weird
fourth
happens in my
boss.
Popemobile.
Something.
The Dodge
Okay.
Viper.
The rolling Popemobile. All right. Anyway, I'm going back to
Aren.
preparing to play.
Yep.
Yes.
I'm here.
They're here.
Team, where is
So
corporations?
I guess now that most of us are like on our 5th to 6th advances.
What? Okay, acts in order.
Sorry.
So technically, every player should come up with a corp, but we already have a pretty established world where I filled in the gaps.
I don't know. I was
if
actually
Aren
thinking about
wants
this.
to.
We don't have some sort of Chinese corp to do Chinese things. But I was also thinking about it. Do we actually have a strong Chinese presence in Pacifica?
No,
don't
actually,
think
I think
so.
you don't. I think we don't like them anymore.
Yeah.
I think you're kind
There was
of.
there was
I
a
think they're
world
public
war, and
enemy.
Pacifica is filled with the people who had to leave their home country.
Then clear like
I think there's kind of almost like an undertone of anti-Chinese sentiment in like the politics.
Well, there's a reason why I explicitly described the Eastern European music station as like the youth counterculture, because everybody who is a full-grown adult who remembers the Singularity War is like, why the fuck are you listening to this weird Russian grunge shit?
It's like, fuck
We're
the
mad
Russians,
at those
dude. Come on.
guys. But no, technically that is step 0, corporations. Each player and the MC is supposed to describe a megacorp or something.
You could do something in a, like, I guess, in the north or like somewhere in like the other.
Well, it's up to if Aren wants to ascribe us a new corporation, because we already have quite a few.
I did have an idea.
Okay.
You're listening.
It would be Blue Star. I was still trying to think of what, like Blue Star investments, and they would be involved in education and urban development.
Oh.
Okay.
That's not covered.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'd be different than investments, because
schools.
we've already got Pacifica investments, but
Blue
something
Star-
like that.
Blue
Star
Star
Innovation?
Development. Just call it Blue Star Development.
Yeah,
That works.
it's like a development firm.
Yeah.
Big one.
Yeah, that makes
Yes.
sense for Pacifica.
Education.
Blue
Which
Star.
I imaged that like all of the schools have like their logo on like some part of them.
Well, one of the ideas from it was I remember all those STAR tests I had to take as
Yeah,
a kid.
I was about to say.
Moving
the
it
Star
to
Test.
education.
Is
Yeah.
star in all caps?
Yes.
Yeah. Blue Star.
Star.
Education is not technically on the list, but somehow government has like 4 subdivisions, so I will put education, because how dare you, the Sprawl.
Because they realize that the government doesn't care about education.
Yeah, but it's not anywhere else. It's not in media either. There's news, entertainment, erotic. Like, I feel like we've missed an opportunity here, but okay. And then, let's see.
I think it's one of those things of Cyberpunk usually doesn't deal with things like education. And
It's not
stuff.
about teens in high school.
Or if it
But
does, it
funnily
is
enough,
almost
this is part of my subplot for the definitely not Ace Attorney job, was talking about like how the educational system and funding works, because
Well, no, Cyberpunk does touch on education occasionally, but it's almost always in the context of they're using mind control drugs on the kids.
well, we'll figure out what's up with Blue Star later.
Yeah.
When did Odin and Claymore have to become Ace Attorney like side characters?
What?
Never mind.
Claymore would be the
was
I
dumb.
mean, Metatron's got to be the guy who gets in the booth with the lawyer.
I just am what's his face.
Which one? Which game?
The dude with the metal mask.
Oh, Godot or Godot?
Godot, or alternatively, Mask Dumbask.
Yeah, basically. Like, I already have the mask.
I don't think you have a crippling coffee addiction though.
You don't know that.
Fair enough.
No, I have an addiction to doing stupid things. I literally just got a complication about that.
Oh god, how many times did I have to yell at you this game? What, 3?
No,
Funny.
it's nothing will ever top the Nakamura job.
That's a good one. Okay, so education and urban.
I don't think I did that much stupid this week, except for just getting hurt.
Why isn't real estate? I'll put it down. Hold it, please.
I was thinking real estate also, but like that's kind of maybe
trying to
not
couch
as
it in the
applicable
phrasing
anymore
thing.
because like a lot of the land's already bought up.
Well, no, real estate can still apply because real estate is not just buying land. It is buying, management, and development of land.
And redoing.
Well, so
lots.
I think there are 2 land-related subplots in what we set up for the Singularity War setting in the Sprawl. There is one is gentrification, basically. A lot of the burb neighborhoods. What was the term I used for this?
Also, real estate has
boxes.
Yeah.
Most of them have been abandoned for arcology towers, and so are like slowly being bought up. So that is a thing. There is also the environmental reclamation. There have been lands and territories which were unusable because they had no water or were polluted or were too cold or something that like the corporation. Goddamn. The corporations have slowly been like reclaiming and reinvesting. So we could work with that.
Yeah.
That's step 0.
Yay.
Corporations, you know that. Choose a playbook. We've done that.
Infiltrator, right? Just for the audio.
My character. All right, let's see.
That circles
My
red
character
divs.
will be named Wolf. His playbook will be Infiltrator. He has focused eyes, a weathered face, athletic body. He wears corporate/utility wear, and his skin is artificial and Asian.
Which basically is I had to scroll. I was quiet there, big. I was scrolling through all the steps, which basically we've all already done because for some
Yeah.
reason all of the character creation steps are like broken out. You've got a name and then the stat. Anyway, we're at step 9, links. Number 1, describe his character. So each player will tell you about a job they did against one of the corporations in step 0. Describe your character's role in that job and name the corporation you ran the job against. Should play a leading role in the job, either in charge of the operation or preventing critical sales, chance to show off a little. So we'll start a countdown clock for that corporation. If the countdown clock already exists, the MC will advance it. So this is the danger zone. Aren as Wolf will pick one of our now 9 corporations that he did a job against in the backstory. And many of them will involve advancing clocks.
Be careful.
So, what job did Wolf do in the backstory against what corp? I have the.
He was involved in some technology espionage against Stone and Sons.
Okay.
He was hired by Suzaku.
This tracks, correct?
And his role in the thing was just the fact that he is a infiltrator, so he was hired to infiltrate one of the Stone and Sons research facilities and acquire anything valuable pertaining to their current patents and such that they could use against them.
Your name is Wolf, but you're truly an octopus.
Quiet, you.
Hmm?
All right, so Stone and Sons goes up 1. All right.
Sound like 2 marks in?
They're at 2 now. They're at 1,800. Which I will jot down also on the public face. Makes sense because Suzaku is electronic and Stone and Sons also does cyberware, so there's some cross competition. So there's no real left in the virtuality, but basically we go to the left and the player will tell you how their character was involved in the job. If they were, they take +1 links with you, and then I advance the corporal clock. So
Does that count? Would I be the left, I guess?
yeah, I guess we'll go down from the bottom. Odin, were you in that job? And if so, what did you contribute?
I gave him the timing and the opening. I basically researched. I got the shift times and basically the employee lists, and basically researched them and memorized them for like 2 days to give him basically exact timing for him to get into the database to lead.
All right. So you write +1 Wolf, not reciprocal. Stone and Sons goes up another 1, 21.
Oh, okay, right.
Yep.
Yeah, literally every time you guys jump in, the clock goes up.
I'm jumping in,
Right.
by the way, because we're both Suzaku boys, so have fun
I mean,
with that.
Okay, I regret that.
Yes,
Okay.
you do.
Well, so
I mean,
Omega,
I'll say this: Metatron, you may be involved. I don't think it counts in the
what
link
is
sense.
being involved with
Give me
Inquire?
against.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, links
'cause-
can be negative. You can roll them to interfere. So I guess
I would have definitely been interfering then.
Okay, so Stone and Sons has just shut up to 23.
Oh, it doesn't go down, right? Yeah.
Nope.
No.
And guess what? Like I said, we're both Suzaku boys, so I'm jumping on that ship.
Yeah. So all of you write +1 with Wolf.
Yep. I was basically his backup in Plan B. If shit
Yeah,
went round, I was supposed to get him out because
I
we
was
can't leave
working
evidence.
I was working to coordinate with the security team to hunt him down.
Yep.
Let me write down that links.
Probably through any Matrix access.
So
I was
I
probably
guess
on
our
Matrix duty.
immediate follow up is then we have to get
I
Metatron.
warn you, if you're trying to do a job
Metatron has to make a very
against
big
I will
Mother's
turn
Day
on
present.
you. I will turn on.
So
I mean, I don't. It doesn't have to be a job in that in the sense that we like hurt them. You can just destroy them. Like, Metatron could act as the inside man to be like purge the files against you guys. Because remember,
Actually,
it's not just cause mayhem. It can also be like, hey, they've got some stuff on us. We need to cover that up. But we can work on that.
I have a question. Can't we just like break a make a deal or something? Like, or do a job?
That would be the advanced option where you pay 10 cred and reduce it to 1,800.
Damn. Okay.
No. So one of you has to take that as an option.
Okay.
That's only a one-time.
Yeah, we
deal,
also
too.
didn't talk about improving links afterward, which I would want to bring up. I think then the only thing is if Wolf would have been involved reciprocally so he can get any links with you and any of the other jobs you guys did. But I don't remember exactly what those jobs were because that was many moons ago.
I
mean,
was
there's the infamous Pacifica job and the Northwest job. Pacifica, I think, was Claymore's job.
There was one with me that was robbing a train for Rio Combine.
Yeah. So we've got the Northwest job, the infamous Northwest job, where there was couriering gone wrong, stealing tech and stuff.
Okay, so Aren, just is it Wolf with a W or Wolf with an O? Or sorry, Wolf with a U or Wolf with an O?
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
God damn it. Is it?
It's with an O, Dallas. It's
Okay.
Wolf, not Wolf. Wolf.
Those are both Wolf.
I know. But that's why I said it.
Those are Cyberpunk games, so don't you sass me.
Yeah, but he's picking.
I'm still adding another nickel.
Dallas, when it becomes Lucky, when it becomes $1, can you buy yourself a sandwich with it to slap Dallas with?
He can't buy a sandwich for $1? Are you crazy in this economy?
I mean, if you want to slap me with a McDouble, sure.
I mean, it's fitting.
So I'll say that I was involved in the Northwest Industries job.
Oh no!
Just so
we're gonna hit it. Fuck.
Put them at 23, and we're gonna hit it next time. So
yeah, perfect.
We better erase
so I
all
believe
the
that
files.
means you take +1 with Squirrel. I think that was Squirrel's job, because that's where Brooke got betrayed.
Which one?
and stuff.
Northwest?
Yeah.
Yeah, Northwest was mine.
So you
And
Wolf takes
let's
+1 with
see.
Squirrel.
And you said there
Pacifica
one
was
for-
Claymore's job.
I'm
Odin was Rio Grande.
I'll do one for the Rio Grande also.
Okay.
God, this
So
is
they
this
move
is
up to
painful.
22.
This is pain.
Yeah.
We're just
That works.
gonna be doing like knock the clock down missions for the next month or 2, 4.
This is what happens when you get involved with corpse.
Yep.
Oh, I mean, hey, God forbid, if you guys spend all your cash, you could just lie low.
And in general, the idea for
I have too
probably
much cash, though.
me helping on both the missions is just like either suddenly the security is directed, like any armed forces you're dealing with is directed elsewhere, or you are suddenly helped by a certain nondescript corporate person.
Yep.
We just didn't remember him until it came up. I will say, like, if you let me spend my cred first, I'll take it.
Well, yeah, that would during the job you would spend the cred. Goofus. I'm not telling you to lie low now. That's in the past. We're past that step. We've moved on. I'm talking about in the future. You guys can decide. The problem is you can't get too broke because then you don't have enough to spend because it's 5 or half, whichever's
I'll
higher.
need to start planning evidence every mission just so we can lower corporate clocks.
Well, yeah, you should probably do that. Yeah. Because now the inclusion of a 5th man means that there's a lot of people who are mad at you.
Probably some bad reputations I've dragged down from up north.
The only corporations who aren't like nettled about you is
Disney.
Disney, Blue Star, and Suzaku are all at 12. They are at minimum.
Let's keep it that way.
Medicus is at like 1,500 because they technically got a clock agitated this time because you guys, ruffled some feathers. They're kind of like, these guys did us a job, but maybe they're a little weird. At 2,300, Stone and Sons is now like, if you ever see this wolf motherfucker, shoot him into space. And anybody who's talked to him or shook his hand or touched him.
And I will sell you all out immediately.
This is why you're gonna go erase those files for the sake of your own face.
Well, no,
Because,
this is
my
when
number one
they do the
directive
reverse gambit.
is-
They turn you into the hostage to erase their file.
My number one directive is protective family.
Yeah.
So
Good thing that I
Well,
have a gun
I
on
mean,
me all the time.
I would like I said, I would like to point out this is why there's two. There's the you can do the stealthy like we're just gonna delete all the files on us, then they won't want to fuck with us, or you can be like property damage.
Well, this is the
For
thing that
finesse,
Metatron's gonna have
property
to
damage is the
remember.
way.
At one point, we're gonna have to tell us what Stone and Sons. And do you want Claymore getting violent, or do you want Claymore not getting violent?
One that will lead us to where we
I'm
don't
not
have to
gonna
kill
like.
Metatron.
I'm just saying this. I'm not gonna like go out of my way. I said this to Omega, and I
You'll
will
just
say,
pull the fire
if
alarm
they
on us.
come to asking with me, I will sing like a robin.
That's why we have to prevent that.
Yeah,
Well,
that means
or,
I just
uh,
need
see
to
if we
shoot.
get
That
there.
means as soon as the clock gets open, we plan a job. I shoot you.
You can. I've survived bigger than you.
No, you haven't.
You won't.
I survived a grenade.
You didn't
won't.
survive my shotgun.
That's this is Claymore's gun is
What's
worse
your
than a grenade.
shotgun's harm?
Right now,
like
Four
five
plus
breach.
it's
four to
five.
six.
Was it 5 breach right now?
Yeah, 5 breach. Yeah, it's fucking
Ugh.
sucks. Head.
It deletes people.
Terrifying. But yes, Marth brought this up earlier, and I would like to bring it in because we did just do that. At the end of a mission, each player can choose another character who, as a result of the mission, has a better idea about how they operate.
Yeah.
You can increase your link with them +1. If that would
Uh,
take you to +4, you change your relationship. You reset the link +0.
I'm adding one to Squirrel.
That's not how this works.
yeah.
Sorry. Right. Sorry.
You have to
Literally not cannot
describe.
contain himself.
You say who knows you better.
Right. My
They
bad.
increase their links with you by 1 for the whole mission.
I didn't think on.
Who knows Claymore better? Actually, I probably want to say Metatron. We were in the back a lot, and there was a lot of talking back and forth and stuff.
Okay. So Metatron, you increase your links with Claymore by 1. If that takes you to +4, it rolls over to +0, and now the relationship change.
I do believe I heard.
Oh yeah,
you
that
say that you
relationship
seized control
change.
of
Plus,
Metatron's
there's
mouth at one point.
That was a joke. That did not actually
narratively,
happen. It was
Dallas
discussed.
said he tried, but it failed.
Well, Metatron had the excuse he was high on painkillers and he wasn't in control of his mouth.
I mean, he usually isn't. But actually, think about it. On the same topic, I guess, with Claymore and Metatron, I think Sprawl actually would still apply because I was still talking with him the whole
Okay,
job.
sure. So Squirrel gets +1. Odin.
Odin is now +2 for me. Okay, as for who knows Squirrel right now, let's see here. I think that would be Claymore.
I did make some effort to, look at you over, talk about your revenge, learn about it a bit. And again,
Yeah,
again,
and you saw the guy.
I saw the guy. You don't know that I know the guy, but I know that guy, and I know that you now know that guy. So I'm just like,
Oh, also, Wolf, I assume over the course of the job, I probably didn't see your face. So I don't actually know that it was.
Well, I mean, you may have seen his face, but it doesn't matter because he is the face. So
Well, yeah. Like, I mean, you didn't get caught during the job.
You saw an Asian face.
Well, no, I know someone broke into something.
Yes.
It just
he
it was the fake
did.
identity, so you don't actually have a record.
Oh, yeah.
what does face do actually?
all right, and then it's
It means if I successfully use all the holds I get from covert entry, I get 1 intel.
Oh,
I mean, I could go in a couple of directions, but I have to say it's Claymore.
really?
Just because you kind of taught. Well, you said it out loud. You cottoned on to the fact that Metatron is kind of like weirdly pure about certain things,
Ah.
weirdly prudish.
Okay, I get that.
Like, despite being very used to like violence and shooting and gunfire and stuff, when it comes to some other stuff like drugs and sex, he's a little more awkward.
I guess that is true. Like during like the club and like all of this, yeah. I think I have been ribbing you a little bit about that. Now that I think
Yeah,
about it.
it's like no guns, shooting, gangs. I'm fine with that. When we went to the sex club, I was just like, yes.
Sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Not my scene, man.
You're such like a
I mean,
90s you're such a 90s
1/3 of
comic.
that.
Holy shit.
1/3 of that very much is.
But okay, so that's +1 with Claymore. Anybody roll over?
I'm at +3 with Metatron, surprisingly.
So
But
close. Soon.
Same.
All right, and then Axe kept blurting this out earlier, but because we've been through a few advancements, I think it is fair that it's fair and balanced that our new Infiltrator gets some extra shit. So I was gonna say just pick 2 new advances straight up off your list.
I was wondering if he would get like 3 because like half of it.
Axe, no compromising. He gets 2. Shut up.
2. I was thinking 2 was a nice round number.
The MC has spoken.
Like I said, we've gotten these advances by doing shit.
A lot of things.
I nearly died
some of
like
it's
3
extra.
times.
Yes.
Some of it's from like extra rolls.
Yeah,
No one
yeah.
else has even done that.
2 is a nice
Something.
average from all the jobs you would have done. I think is okay.
Yeah, I think 2 is good because otherwise it just
And that can be anything off your
for some people who are in lower
advancement list,
XP.
so you can
Moves are yeah.
pick your new moves or stat ups or whatever.
Would I
you start with your
get
full
any
5
more gear or cred?
That is a good. Because you start with 5 cred. Pretty
Yeah.
good.
I say give him
What
another.
gear did you pick?
Oh, sorry.
I think gear, especially.
Well, he gets 3 weapons and then an extra special gear, most of which isn't crap. So, what weapons did you pick already?
Let's see. One second. I had picked a. Oh, that's the wrong document. I closed my.
There's a lot of fun thing in the Infiltrator. You can pick
I
a
have
monofilament
a hand taser, a silent semi-auto pistol, and a sword,
Swords
Okay.
are cool.
and a disguise kit for the other piece of gear.
Yeah.
Hey, sword buddies.
Well, I was also thinking of taking a weapon from the killer list as one of my advances. So
The custom weapon shit.
yeah.
It's good shit.
Are you gonna get like a Gatling taser or something?
No.
Oh no, I was gonna get a really, really deadly sword, probably.
Oh, like a high
Yeah,
frequency
very
blade.
nice sword.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining you as that dude from whatchamacallit? Mass Effect 3.
Don't
Which
compare it
one?
to Kai Lang.
Kyling's a dumb.
Nobody needs that comparison.
I didn't mind Kai Lang that much.
That guy
honestly.
ate a guy's cereal in his own apartment in the middle
I
of the fucking night. It
like
was
Kai
dumb.
Lang more than some of the characters from Mass Effect 1.
That actually happened.
That's fair. Mass Effect 1's a little.
But, okay, I'll say it out loud. Mass Effect 1 is not a great game.
Well, it's
And
the
if Mass Effect 2 wasn't as good as it was, it would not be remembered very well.
I think that's fair. I did the whole trilogy. Mass Effect 1 it's a solid foundation, but it's definitely got some growing pains. But we're not here to talk about Mass Effect right now. I'm debating whether or not to give him additional.
I would
cash
say
for
give
it.
him 5 more cred, just enough that maybe he's been
Buy
doing some
cyberware.
stuff. He can buy maybe a couple things, maybe get a piece of cyberware.
Yeah, you guys have gone under the knife a lot and bought other stuff. Yeah, we can. You start with your 5 and then get another 5 because assumedly you've been doing jobs solo.
Yeah.
Yeah, in
Helen
my
did
background, I did have that he kind of recently moved from further up Pacifica, so he kind of cut ties from up there. So he probably had to ditch a lot of his stuff when he came down here. So
All right. But no, I'm totally gonna get me some fucking samurai-looking armor and a giant sword. This is happening.
I need to write down what it's buy.
Get me the Yasuke
Mhm.
model of the Suzaku hard suit.
All right, so there you go. That's our 5th character. I think we got all our links sorted. Pick your advancements, and next time we'll do the Northwest Industries job. We hope you've enjoyed the Crypt Job, and get ready for fights in burning fields of super wheat,
This is gonna be awesome.
and having to fight weaponized drone tractor.
How many hits on the clock will we be able to hit down?
Actually, I don't know how that works actually, but I'm gonna stop the recording here.